Can't start on that?
No.
I mean, technically we could.
I see dead people.
All the reactors and the
Let's go on the
streamers
beat.
got a
How-
green light.
Oh, right.
Mustard on the
He
beat.
removed copyright.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
removed copyright, so we can let some songs bang.
That's how you want something to go viral.
Yeah.
But we here.
Yes, we are here. Everyone, welcome to... Oh, God. Wow, so much noise. Welcome to episode 17 of the Relentless Diaries podcast.
We on our Andrew
Fox.
Bynum. Oh,
Oh,
you went with a different. You went with a different obscure Laker. Okay,
Fox.
That's
I
good.
remember him.
I like that more
remember-
than I like that more than Andrew Bynum. Okay, yeah, Rick
You
Fox.
remember Rick Fox?
I remember the Rick Fox days.
Do you? How old were we when Rick Fox was playing?
We
were
established
young.
last episode that we did not watch the Rick Fox days.
Yeah, no, we did
Like I
not.
wasn't there, but I remember him on the team.
Nah, we were paging you because
I said Kobe.
We got a couple years on you now. So-
Barely, what, two? One
See,
and a half?
I remember
When did-
Froby. I remember Froby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you remember Froby, you remember Rick
I remember
Fox.
number
Yeah.
8. Yeah.
There you go.
I remember like one of my earliest basketball memories.
How much do you remember Froby? Like, let's be for real.
A little bit.
I remember
Yeah.
him coming to games in between the trial and stuff. I remember that.
What year did he
Nah,
change
that
his
was-
number? Because I remember like my
07.
one vivid basketball memory I have is Shaq getting traded to Miami. I remember that like
That was-
vividly.
that was
05,
04. 04.
04.
So that's kind of when
You were 8?
I remember that.
No.
You're
9, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a
hell
fully
yeah.
functioning person at 9.
Are you?
You remember things from 9 years old. You have traumas from 9 years old that you remember.
Facts.
That's fair. Okay, guys. Well, this is going to be as I'm sure everyone knows, this is going to be a jam-packed episode. There's a lot going on.
Really? What happened?
So much going on. But I'm your main host, Zoe.
I'm Trezor.
I'm Clyde.
Mucho.
And we're going to get right into it because this episode might be damn near 7 hours. No, I'm kidding. But I just feel like we're going to raw dog freestyle, not too much. And we're just going to intro when we'll get into the real nitty gritty of what everyone wants to hear us talk about. But regardless, weekly recaps. We'll start slow. We'll give people some foreplay. Weekly recaps. How was
Yo,
everyone's?
I got a parking ticket
Okay.
sitting in my car.
That's not allowed. There's no way.
It happened.
Where were you?
They can't do that.
It happened. I was with my shorty. We went to get Wingstop. I pulled up on
At
the
Heartland?
side. No.
Oh, I was going to say, you're
This
a
had to be
op
Toronto.
if you went to Heartland
Yeah,
and
the
didn't show mess.
blower one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pulled up on the side. They have like a window outside. If you ordered, you could go pick it up. So I'm there. She hops out. She's going to do the thing. It's like nighttime. It's like 11. There's a police officer across, like on the other side of the road, giving a ticket to a parked car. I see him. I'm like, okay.
A police officer?
Yeah. A police officer.
Toronto PD?
Yes.
Damn.
He got out of his car and wrote the ticket, put it on the parked car. Like, there was a no parking zone, so I'm like, all right, okay, whatever. I see him get back in the car, and I see him looking over at me, and I'm like, okay. And he's looking at me for like a long time, and I'm like, all right, this is kind of strange. I wanted to drive off, but I can't because, you know, she's
Yeah.
at the window. He gets out of the car, walks it, like my car is still on. It's not like I'm parked.
Yeah.
It's on. I'm sitting. He gets out of the car, walks across the street, spreads his legs like Duke Dennis, standing in front of the car, writes the tickets. Like he's in my headlights, writing the tickets, and I stick my head out the window. And I'm like, yo, like,
Yeah.
what's up? And he puts the ticket on my thing, and my girl's like, okay, well, you could just give it to me. He's like, no, legally, I have to put it on the
Oh my
dashboard.
god.
So I'm like, yo, like, I can just leave. He's like, well, you're in a bike lane, and you're in a bus lane, and you're not supposed to stop here. I'm like, okay, but we're just getting food. He's like, well, you're not allowed to stop here, so I'm sorry. Like, there's nothing you could do. And my mouth was on the gas pedal. Like, I was in shock.
Your mouth was on the
That's
gas
funny.
His
pedal?
mouth dropped.
His jaw dropped.
Oh!
Pause. Yeah, his jaw dropped.
I was like, how the hell your mouth get on the gas pedal?
And I sat there, I'm like, there's no way that this actually just happened to me. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that that's possible.
It's possible. Clearly. I didn't think you could get one in the car.
My Uber got a ticket on my way here last recording, and like
Like a speeding ticket?
no, a parking, like he was like idling, waiting for me, and I just like maybe a minute or two, and just he got a ticket in the minute or two. He was waiting for me outside my crib.
Do they charge you for that?
Word.
No, I got an email from Lyft, and they went. They said sorry that your driver got a citation. I'm sorry if that was uncomfortable for you. You know.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, you should have.
Okay.
You should have got some emotional damage.
I agree. Even like the law enforcement guy, like the parking enforcement people, that's their Game 7 moment, putting the thing on your dash. Because like I remember even the Uber driver looking at him was like, I'm a Uber, and he went, yeah, and I'm Toronto law parking enforcement, and like just tipped his hat and walked away and was
Tipped
like,
his hat.
or like no, he put his sunglasses he
He
Oh.
thought he ate with that. It's like that clip from Ginny in Georgia where she walks up to them and she like salutes him.
I think you're the only person in this room who's watching.
Ginny.
no, I ended up hate watching it as well. It's pretty.
Like,
See,
no, thank you.
Watch Ginny in Georgia.
No.
You watched what was that other foolishness you watched when you didn't watch Ginny in Georgia?
Love on the Spectrum.
No, that wasn't
No.
foolishness. That was a good
Okay.
show. Don't
I
do
loved
that.
it. I loved it. I recommended it.
That's not what I
But
was
Trezor
talking
hasn't
about.
seen it yet.
I was talking about the stupid movie that you recommended us to
Barbarian.
watch.
Ah,
I would
Let it
never
go.
The worst
Let it
movie.
go.
Worst
Let
scary
it
movie
go,
ever.
Elsa. Oh my God.
This is something you recommended highly and it ended up being trash.
Yes.
She swore up and down. It's like,
Okay,
yo,
too much talking behind the mics, first of all. Second of all, it was a good movie. I was high, but it was a good movie,
That movie
when I was high.
That movie was a 6-pack of ass.
I smoked, and I thought it was the best horror film. Like,
Smorgasbord of dookies.
All right.
Trash.
You got to be under the influence for that one. Okay.
maybe, but it was great for me. Anyways, guys, before we get into it, we are recording out of 2 public media space. This is gonna be our new home. We're gonna start to make it our own. I mean, I like the backdrop. People did like the new space. We
It'll
got
get
some
more and
good-
more relentless.
Yeah, we're
each
gonna make it a
episode.
little bit more tailored
Yeah.
to the brand, the team. We got our pink lights. I don't know if you're watching on YouTube, you can see the pinkness, but the pink lights are
That's part of
Pause.
the relentless trademark.
what? See the pinkness? Is that?
You see the pinkness?
I mean, it's there. But anyways, weekly recap. I mean, what was you're good? Your week?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. I mean, me and Mucho had a very eventful Saturday.
Oh,
Oh,
I
God,
forgot that
okay.
too.
Yes.
I filmed the pilot for the show.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Can we get a
amazing,
round of
yeah.
applause for Tresor, please?
There's no NDAs there,
Was there craft services? Did you have a trailer?
I did not have a trailer.
Oh, okay, okay,
No, I did not
okay.
have a trailer.
Do you-
I mean, there's not much to talk about.
You
Yeah,
have
I
to
don't
get in
want
a
to,
character and
like,
everything on set.
Yeah.
talk about stuff that ain't out yet, but
For sure.
hopefully the show gets picked up
yeah.
and then I'll be on TV. But
Ooh, nice.
I love
it was
that,
cool.
man.
I love that for you.
very early mornings. Call time was 7 a.m.
Mm.
I was not a happy camper. I'm not a morning person at all whatsoever.
Right.
Not one bit. 12 hours on set every day.
Because they need every minute of daylight, right? That's why it's so early.
I don't know if that's why, but that would make sense.
Okay.
Now that you say it, that
Yeah.
does make sense. But also with like mainstream media, it's a lot of hurry up and wait. Like they need you here
And then
at
you wait
7,
around for
even though you
an
don't
hour.
start till like 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to be here. You need to have your makeup done. You need to be in your outfit by like 7:30, and you're not doing anything till 10. And
How
you're
much
just-
makeup they got to put on niggas, though?
Not a
'Cause, like,
lot.
we look good.
Yeah.
Okay, says
White
who?
people need more.
Who said that?
More makeup?
Who said that?
White people don't need more makeup?
No, I'm just saying. Who said? You said it was a fact.
It is a fact.
Saying
You made
niggas
it-
don't look good.
You said niggas look good.
Yeah, niggas look good. Niggas
And you're saying they
our
don't.
skin is
I
better.
don't. I mean, then white people or comparing
Skin,
niggas
yeah.
to other niggas.
niggas to other niggas. Oh, wait.
Like I feel like
when I said niggas look good and you said no, you're talking about me?
No. I was talking about you.
You think you look good? You thought you ate?
I was just saying. I feel like there are some black men out there who definitely would need makeup.
Oh, word. Yeah, shout out my nigga DeRozan. But no.
God damn.
My
They
bad,
told
just
me that
elaborate,
the
yeah.
makeup is for like.
Kendrick said, "I'm happy y'all didn't deserve it."
Yeah, now he's getting straight for me, but go ahead.
I asked them about the makeup stuff. I'm like, do I really need makeup? They said the makeup's mainly just for like oily spots or like shiny spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that picks
So,
up on camera very easily.
Yeah. So
Right.
I didn't really have to do like a lot. It's like a little like tap tap tap.
Did you feel challenged as like an actor? Were there like scenes? And,
Not really.
Okay.
It's like it's a workplace comedy.
Okay.
I'm not doing like
Why were you
heavy
shirtless?
monologues.
Yeah, I was gonna say you weren't uncomfortable.
I guess
in any
don't.
moments?
We'd have to watch the show if it gets picked up. Because I'm like, well, this.
Yeah.
I don't
It
understand
makes
what the
sense.
story is.
I wasn't
here.
just shirtless. I was like swimming. Like I came from swimming.
Oh, but you were sitting in an office chair, shirtless.
Yeah, it makes sense in the show though.
Oh, okay.
You said you're getting D's for the summer, bro. You want to show the people what you got. It's okay. You recommended that. It's all right.
I did not recommend that.
What's your
That was in
project
this
called
Project
again?
Wham.
Project Wham.
Project Wow.
I did not recommend that. That was in the script when I joined. But
Okay.
Anyways. Yeah.
Anyways, so moving on to me and Mucho before we get into the Toronto versus LA. Mucho and I had a very eventful, sort of non-eventful Saturday, right? If you guys listened to last week's episode, at the very end, Mucho decides to take the last 10 seconds of the episode and shout out a event that was happening.
Yeah.
The event's called Love at the Function, right? And it's a dating show, a live dating show that Mucho hosts.
Yeah.
So he said, can I have a minute? And looked at me and I said, Tresor was like, yeah. And I said, okay. He said, Love at the Function, May 4th,
Right.
Saturday. I'm hosting.
I
Pull
did
up,
say
buy
that.
tickets, all that stuff. All right, cool, Mucho. No
Yeah.
problem. I've been to the first level. It's a very good concept. And I think the guys do a really good job at doing something very different for the city that people can enjoy and interact with.
Yeah.
Went to the first one, it was last year, right?
Yeah, it was December 2023.
Yeah, the first one was cool. Like the first one, I enjoyed it. There was some characters on the stage, but it was refreshing. It was nice to see all that stuff. And I was like, there's a lot of potential here. You know what I'm saying? The guys I'm cool with, to ask for feedback, I say, a little this and that, a little this and that, cool. So I'm excited for the second one. I'm like, yo, listen, the first one was solid. There's a lot of potential there. I think this one, they're gonna, it's gonna be boom. It was not boom. Unfortunately.
Oh.
It was not boom. And this is not to their fault.
Yeah.
Because I said,
Okay.
I spoke to all of them. They literally all put me aside at the end, like, so what'd you think? And I said, yo, nigga, it was ass. I'm not gonna lie. I told all of them, like, this was shit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then, but why exactly?
But,
Your
but yeah,
perspective.
no, for sure. But my thing is, I told them, like, I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, same way, if you think my podcast shit, you can tell people, do you actually like it? Like, tell me.
For sure.
Has anyone ever said that to you?
And like, that our podcast is shit?
God damn.
No. Oh.
Man came in with the
Suited and
I know.
Obama
I thought
Jr.
the
just walked
SUVs
in.
pulled up to the
You guys
pod. I
are
was like,
so
damn, they
annoying.
know what we're about to say.
People can't see, but yes, guys, Omar just walked in and he's in a full suit.
They got the heroin and
Looking
everything
back
too.
Like, he really
Okay,
just got here
Omar.
from work. That's hilarious. But
Came from a hearing.
Bottoms.
you guys are so dumb. Anyways, so where was I? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so
you
whatever.
said, yeah.
Towards the end, they asked like, "Yo, what'd you think?" I said, "Yo, it was not. It wasn't really popping." Reason one why it wasn't popping, and look, this is none of their. I mean, it's not their fault, but I think that if it's your event, it's your show. There's certain ways that you could have done a little bit better, right? The first issue was, and I sort of blame Toronto for this. There's 6 guys and 1 girl. And I guess the 6 guys are obviously sort of in a way competing for the girl. They're asking questions, blah, 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 ray, tay, tay. The guys are awful.
In
Terrible.
terms of
Like, everyone, they were asking questions. Everyone was giving very, memeable. They wanted to go viral. They were just answering.
They're being disingenuous.
Very disingenuous. It was just giving, basic Toronto man.
to the crowd.
Stupid. Yeah. And
Okay,
it's like,
okay.
my thing is.
People were more authentic last time. We're saying real shit. Okay.
Yes. So my thing is, if you want to do this shit for shits and gigs and get the jokes off of it or whatever, sure. If you want people to actually
No, I continue.
if you want people to actually enjoy and actually kind of get a dating situation happening, it's not gonna happen. Because those guys were terrible. They were terrible.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I don't even, at one point I kind of checked out because I was like, I think I just went to the bathroom just cause I was like, I just don't, there's nothing relatable here. The guys are not giving anything cool, nothing shocking or fun or engaging. It was just what the hell is going on?
How was Mucho?
Mucho was great. Mucho's always great.
There we go.
You know
some
what I mean?
positivity.
Mucho, sorry, yeah. Mucho's always, but I thought that was clear. Mucho's always great. Mucho does a very good job at, engaging the crowd. Mucho's a very personable person. We know that. Mucho can captivate a crowd. I think they need that balance on the other end of the host. There's 2 hosts. Mucho outshines the other one. That's not your fault. You're just a very personable person. You have a very captivating voice. I feel like the other host and I said this before, I feel like they need a woman. And not to be rude, I'm just saying you can tell
To bring a different energy.
yes. And because women are more the ones who are more engaged, more women are asking questions in the crowd, more women are, putting their hand up to why not have a woman being at least a face in some way? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not to diss men, but you can tell when men run things.
Yeah.
And this is no disrespect. You can tell when men run events, and you can tell men run that event.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because even how did these niggas get casted? That was my first question. How did y'all look at all these niggas and say, yeah, you?
You're an eligible bachelor.
So
Yeah.
I'll step in just so.
Who just let me defend my...
So, and obviously appreciate the criticism. The first, I feel like the second episode suffered from the success of the first one.
I 100% agree.
Because the first,
Sophomore slump.
yeah, in a different way though, because a lot of the assets that we got from the first episode, like the highlights that we posted, if people see that and then they try out, then they try to perform to that. But the thing about it is the first episode, what was so great about it is because everybody was being true to themselves. And then here and there, some jokes were getting cracked.
Yeah.
Right? But when it's just foolishness, okay, I'm sure the second episode is going to make for some great highlights. But as a live, and we're going to probably going to get a good third episode from those highlights. But the problem is that as a live experience, it's too much haha and not enough even keel.
100%. Because you're sitting there for like 2 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I think that's easily fixable. The next thing, what you said, I like Brian. I think he does a good job. That's
What's his name?
The co-host Brian.
Brian, sorry.
I think what could be ideal is perhaps him on the woman's side, me on the man's side, and then a woman in the crowd. Something like that. Or perhaps a woman on the side next to me and he stays in the crowd. Something like that. Because, he did have a tough job trying to make sure he gets answers from the crowd all over.
So maybe put him on the stage next time. Let him see if he has that.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I'm sure he could still get in where he fits in. And then, apart from that, there was some issues with the mic where I had to give people a mic. But this is, when I say Zoe is the best person to get criticism from,
I agree with this too. Yeah. If you want to know if some shit was good or not, she will let you know if it was good or not. Yeah.
Because I'm sure a lot of people enjoyed it and everybody's great show. I need to hear people like Zoe who have these things to say. So salute to you, yeah.
Yeah, and then one thing I did say before we move on, first of all, there was one nigga on the stage. He had leather shoes, leather pants, leather jacket, leather hat,
Smoke
leather
for the dude's outfit.
I don't care. Sorry. He had, like I said, leather shoes, leather pants, leather jacket, leather hat, leather bag,
Yeah.
chain on the leather pants, leather hat, brother. Why?
Nah, he looked crazy.
That's 2006 Hoodman.
He was dressed like Cisco.
Nah, he was. Do you remember the all leather, the leather joggers, from the Yeezus era?
Yeah, Kanye invented it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but brother, OD with it.
Yeah, that's
OD with it.
I still see leather joggers.
That
from
was
time
my
to
first
time.
sign, this casting's off. Because when I said this man put them all leather,
But
black leather. Leather head, literally definition of leather head to toe. With the leather side bag and the Avril Lavigne chain on the pants.
Oh no.
yeah.
Insane fit. That was, sorry, insane fit. Strike one.
Mm-hmm.
Strike two, it's just like I said, and I spoke to one of the guys about it. It's like Love is Blind. Don't let me land.
I didn't say shit. I didn't even react. Go ahead.
Love is
God.
Blind season 1 came out. It was new. People were actually genuine about it. Some real marriages came out of it. People saw the hype. People saw, I can kind of get famous off this. People saw, viral moments. Let me go on the show. And, and then after seasons go on, people start going on it for the wrong reasons. I told them, you're going to experience that with this because you got something good here. People are going to want to come on to talk shit and be seen in front of X amount of 100 people. People trying to clout bitches.
Yeah, they are. But I really liked the female contestant. I think she was great.
Woman contestant.
Don't do me like that. You can use female as an objective.
I know. I'm fucking with you.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like sometimes
I'm
in
trolling
language,
him.
like, it doesn't make sense to insert
Yeah.
woman.
Well-
like, you kind of have to say female,
Like best
no?
woman artist of the year.
They
It
say it's
feels off.
reductive to say female over woman.
No, but like we're
Even
saying
as an
in, like,
adjective?
in certain
But like
sentences.
in a grammar sense, it's
Yeah,
hard
grammar-
to say woman instead of
I
female
agree,
in some
yeah, like-
cases.
I would never say a female. I would never
Yeah,
say
okay.
that.
Okay, that's fair.
but-
That's different.
Yeah.
But if you're like a
In that
female
context, it makes
rapper,
sense,
yeah.
that's different to me.
Just on this note too of like just the event and what is so difficult for me to buy in on like a Love is Blind or anything like that are people really trying to find love? Like, is that like a real goal with the event and stuff? Like, are you trying to foster relationships and have that maybe be something that comes from the contestants? Like, is that really? 'Cause that's
or is-
always the hardest part for me
Yeah.
to wrap my head around.
I would
like,
say most of the guys on the first one were, but the guy who won ended up being like a stand-up comedian.
Oh,
yeah,
word?
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, I didn't even
yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
You know what I
So
mean?
there we
But
go.
he
It's
was
more
like-
like a
But he was like smooth about it, and he was just
Yeah,
like,
you
like,
fooled me.
Oh, I didn't really take it in, but most of them were genuine from what I seen.
He fooled me. But it's funny because, like I said, when I went to the bathroom, I was like, bro, my attention span is at 0. And it's hard for me, my attention span to get 0. Usually I'm like locked in, but I was like, bro, man, like, y'all having fun? So I went to the bathroom. And it's funny because I ran into a girl who's a fan of the show. So I was in the bathroom, going to the bathroom, and she was like, oh, like, you know, you're Zoe, blah, blah, I love your podcast. And she was like, yo, the reason why I'm here is because... She's like, yo, it's funny because I'm here because y'all shouted this out on your show and I brought my homegirls. And I was like, word, how do you like it? She was like, girl. And I was like, you know what? Next time, no free promo unless we know it's lit. Because she was like, no offense, but like, yeah, y'all shouted it out. I love your show. Y'all are cool. So I came, brought my friends. But she was like, I'm not really rocking with this. And I was like, yo, listen, I'm like, I feel this is a one-off. I'm like, the first one was much better. Hopefully the third one will be better than the first. Skip the second. And, you know, people like learn and they do what they do, right? Like I said, the guys, they have something really good going and they're dedicated to this. So I can give them their flowers on that.
Okay.
But my feedback is, yo, put some women in the mix, man. I'm telling you, women bring success.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
You can always tell when things are run by niggas. It's never right. Never smooth. All the way.
I
No,
get it.
you
Women
know what I
definitely
mean?
do bring success, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Except
Facts.
house parties, but besides that,
Wait.
yeah.
Women
Why
are
don't-
bad at running
the
house
worst.
parties.
I guarantee the worst house parties you've ever been to were run by women.
Yeah, you know what?
Guaranteed.
Speak for yourself, yo.
Guaranteed. Because women are so
Who they invite? Who they
social
invite?
that they don't think of the nuances that people who aren't them have to go.
Leave your beef at home.
I'll have
Yes.
the
Leave
GDs
your
and the
beef at home.
GDKs. Like,
Leave your beef at
what's
home.
wrong with the GDs and GDKs? They got a problem together?
Just because this guy and that guy and that guy are good guys to you does not mean he's gonna be a nice guy to me. And that is where we run
Yeah,
into
this is
issues.
facts. This is facts.
Yo, one thing I will say is before we move on, did you come to my house party?
No, we've
Okay.
talked about this so many times.
Did we?
Yes. I didn't know you like that then.
Okay, anyway, so I threw this wild house party in 2015 at my grandparents' house. My grandparents were like gone to Jamaica for like 2 weeks. So, and I have keys to their house. So I literally like, yo, listen, we're planning a party. Like, man, just sleeping over. Like, it's gonna be lit. I had a DJ, Gio. That's how I met Gio. Gio DJ'd that party for the first time when he just started DJing. This was like damn near 10 years ago. Do the party, and I was inviting, like, it gotta be slick, like, tell a friend, but like, yo, like, no craziness at the door. And I just remember one of my homies went to me, was like, the party was going great, like, it was bumping lit. Gio had the whole place booming. People were upstairs, downstairs, lit. My homie comes and he's like, yo, man, this hood niggas at the door, yo.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yo, you gotta go deal with that, yo. There's hood niggas at the door. And I'm like, what? Why me? He's like, yo, it's your house. What the fuck? He's like, there's massive. Like, I'm not fed. Like, there's hood niggas at the door, and you better lock them before they get inside. Because once they get inside, this shit's locked
Some
up.
polite hood niggas if
So
they
I-
waited at the door.
No, I think it was like he knew they were coming,
Okay.
and like, when you know a group of
warning.
niggas,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like maybe someone's by the window, like, yo, there's mad niggas coming up. So I run downstairs and I catch them right at the door, like they're through the door, and I'm like, yo. I'm like, respectfully, yo, who invited y'all? They're looking at each other, blah blah, and I'm like, yo, I don't know you guys. Whatever, but like, it's not one of those. Like, I'm sorry, but like, the house is already packed. I don't really know you. You can't go on. So they kind of took it, okay, cool. They walk out. 2 seconds later, homie walks up and goes, yo, where's my shoes, yo?
Oh my god.
And I was like, what? He's like, yo, where's my shoes? 2 other niggas walked down. Yo, where are my shoes? And I'm like,
Oh no.
I'm like, huh? And they're like, yo, they swipe. And I don't know when they did this because I was saying that they swiped like 6 pairs of niggas Jordans. Like fresh kicks. You know, back in the day when niggas used to steal kicks at house parties?
And
Yo,
phones. And
they
phones forget
swiped
stuff.
like 6 pairs of kicks. One of my best friends got it. He was cheesed.
Damn.
And my thing is, yo, I genuinely did. Yo, those niggas are snipers. Like, I
Yeah.
genuinely didn't see it.
So did you feel bad at first? Like you
I
thought
felt
they?
sick.
No. Like when they said, "Yo." Oh wait, is it the hood niggas that said, "Where are my shoes"?
No, my friends, like homies that
okay,
I invited that I
okay.
knew personally.
Okay.
The hood niggas swiped their
They
shoes
went
at
and
some
left.
point when I told them they
Okay,
can't
okay.
come in.
Ah, okay.
And I was like, yo, it was my heart dropped. Cause I'm like, yo, I don't even know what, like, I don't know who to call. They're like, yo, he came with one of your friends. You better page that bitch. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yo. Like,
Such a
it
frivolous thing to
it
go
was
and steal
wild.
shoes from a party.
Man.
So
And
now
just stealing
everyone's
just to steal. Like,
shoes.
So they had to walk by and
They
hit
had to
hit
go-
the gas with their socks.
Yeah,
Socks.
I was trying to give niggas like slides. Like I tried to get go to my grandpa's closet and
Oh
give
my
niggas
God.
slides or
Mans are going home in
Yeah.
Zoe's grandpa's Clarks.
or my you know those house slippers that are meshed with the flowers on them. My grandma had some
the
pair.
chancletas. Zoe sent grown men home in the chancletas.
I was trying to give niggas like things.
Damn,
One nigga's like, yo, I'm
son.
not going home shoeless. I was like, bro, I don't know what to do though.
Damn. He just got the 3s that just dropped, brought them to the party for the first time,
Literally.
trying to impress
Literally.
some fine young ladies.
Literally.
Hoodmans came, swiped it, you're going home in the chancletas.
Swiped it, yo.
Damn.
Clean out.
So that's the
But-
problem with women parties. But that's not because she's a woman, though. That's just, you know what I mean?
No, that
was just-
happens at
that's
men
just
parties too.
unfortunate. That could
I'm
happen
talking
to
about
me,
usually
yeah.
just more of the beef that will ensue
Yeah.
inside a party because of certain.
Because there's some women that
people
would
that
have
are
invited
there.
those hood niggas in the first place.
Yeah, they would have been.
They would have been.
They would have been the first ones there.
Yeah.
They would have met you at the door. Ask who you know.
Yeah. So
Those
that
are the
was
worst.
yeah.
And it really depends on what type of hood dude like you run into. Because have you ever had to be that guy that had to talk to the hood mans
Mhm.
to either
Yeah,
get
for
them to
sure.
leave or to calm down?
Mm.
That's an art in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Neutralizing hood mans.
I don't mean no disrespect. You say that 5
You
times.
have to make it
yo,
completely clear that I do not mean any type of disrespect
At all.
There is no disrespect at all.
yo. Keep
You
it
have
up
to
the
talk in a
good.
very calm tone. You can't raise your voice. That's a problem that happens.
You're
too.
unlocking suppressed memories.
Because I remember my cousins had a party once, and my older cousin, he was dating this girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she was trying to. I was walking down the stairs. I remember this like it was yesterday. I was walking down the stairs. They're trying to get people to leave. She's downstairs trying to get these hood girls to leave. I'm walking down the stairs, and I see her sit. A hood man is sitting down. She's standing on top of him, yelling at him. Get out, you guys have to leave. Get. I ran down that stairs so fast. I'm like, whoa. I had to tell her to leave. I had to get down on one knee, like Colin Kaepernick, because he was still sitting down. First, he got up. He was like, yo, who are you talking to? I was like, whoa. He sat back down. I had to get back down on one knee, like Colin Kaepernick. I had to get on his level so he doesn't think I'm scared. I was like, I'm sorry about her, man. You know, like, she doesn't really, you know, she's not from around here. So,
She's
just like this, my voice was like this.
You got really
She's
not
not really
registered.
from around here.
Yeah, the code switch for the hood man.
I don't mean no disrespect. You know, it's my uncle's house and the party's about to end. so
Why'd you
I
turn
just-
light skinned
Yeah,
for the
what
hood
the
man?
You have to seem as non-threatening as possible.
Which,
Niggas-
which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
basically light skin.
Yeah, you're on like your Pretty Ricky shit. Like, why are you talking?
Like, so, like, we
Light
just
skin's
need,
disarming.
we need,
Like, what?
we need everybody to go.
On the pretty, he's flirting with him.
He's like, yeah, we need everybody to go. And he told me, he was like, yeah, you know what? Like, it's okay, you know, because, like, she was wilding, but, like, man came on, like, a respectful thing, so, like, okay, like, I'll leave.
He said, oh, we're good.
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm pretty good at
You're-
neutralizing hood man.
You're making me like relive some like racist stuff that I didn't realize was racist when I was younger. Because I remember going to like these house parties in Richmond Hill and stuff when I was like where I was living, and like hoodmans pulled up, and I don't like think I'm really haven't examined this as an adult. These guys came in, and I guess they were wearing all blue or whatever, and like they're all blued up or whatever, and like
Blew up.
Like yeah, but no, I don't know if what they're saying is like saying things to try and trick these guys or whatever, because they come to me and they're like, Chris, the Crips have
We need
arrived.
you.
They go, the Crips have arrived. And I'm like,
Yo,
I don't think Crips are here, but
in Oakville?
no, it wasn't.
Richmond
It was
Hill.
Richmond Hill.
Oh, even worse.
I know that's, but like, and like they're saying, but everybody's kind of like almost in awe of them,
Right.
but they're kind of scared too. But they also don't want to ask them to leave, so they're kind of. I'm like one of the
yeah.
only like black, like adjacent kind of people there, and they're kind of like, yo, so why don't-
Adjacent is crazy. You can say black. It's okay.
I'm one of the only black people. I'm one of the only black people here. No, because like there's no other African, there's no black people. Like there's no.
Nothing close.
I am the closest.
I didn't even take it. You just called yourself black adjacent.
No,
What
but
you've done to him?
You can't.
Brainwashed him.
Yeah, yo.
You've traumatized him.
Sorry.
He can't even freely consider himself
I'm
black.
so
I was
sorry.
trying to tell the story and not have it interrupted because they don't like when I get cut off and
Sorry.
stuff. That's what our
Who
community
doesn't
be
like?
saying. Our community.
What our community?
YouTube comments.
YouTube says they don't like when you get
Yeah,
cut.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Anyways, I think they thought they were like, well, why don't you try and reason with him and like as if like you know, like oh well you're black so maybe you'll be able to with the Crips and they were like
With the Crips.
yeah and well I think they were like kind of thought oh they really think that we're Crips and they're like oh. Better put a hoodie over that bread over there, blood. Like that, they were saying things and scaring people, like convincing everybody. Yeah, I just, I don't know, reminded me
Sorry.
of that.
Put a wait, no.
They're kinda
Put a
saying,
a
like,
hoodie
oh.
over the bread.
I'm no the red or whatever. Someone was wearing red, and they were kind of like, better not be wearing that. Yeah, and like.
Ew,
Take
ew.
it off, hide the red.
Anyways.
Oh my
Hide everything
god.
red.
But
Resident enforcer.
Have you
client.
ever been? This is another black experience that I feel like some people might not know. Have you ever been the assumed hoodmans at a party?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
have you ever come
Yeah,
to
yeah.
a party
yeah, he
with
went
your?
to Guelph.
But that, like,
I was about-
that
that's
feeling
literally what
is
came to
so
my mind.
awkward. Like, when you come to a party and you could feel the vibe change,
Yeah.
and you look around like, we're not gonna do it. Like, we're
Yeah.
cool.
I just
we're
start
chilling.
smiling.
And you could kind of tell. Sometimes you kind of just have to leave. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's
Damn.
usually a party for like people that you don't really know. It's like you know a guy or a girl that's at the party, and then you come downstairs and you just see the morale just drop.
Yo.
Damn.
Yo. Like. Grade 9 and 10, I went to one high school, and then like grade 11, 12, I went to a new high school. And this was like the first week of grade 11 or whatever, and I got invited to a party and was just like, all right, like I'm doing all right at this school. I'm like meeting people, and this happened. I got invited, like one person invited me to this party, and I got there, and as soon as I got in, it was, and they kicked me out. They asked me to leave. And then apparently the girl who threw the party, Hoodmans pulled up after I left, and they were like, I kicked out this black guy, and now all these guys are showing up at my house. And like, it was like she had this whole meltdown, and then everybody told me about it at school the next like Monday. It was
Damn.
That's wild.
Hoodmans
I
at
mean,
party,s
The first time I saw Mucho
Tore the community
actually
apart.
politic was on Saturday. Because, and one thing I'll learn, yo, I can politic with niggas. That's
do you
a
mean?
gift that I have. Like, don't give me that look. I can actually politic with niggas.
I'm not saying you can't, but you have advantages.
No, I guess yes, but I mean, like, I don't say dumb
Yeah,
shit
she's
like
good
as
at
a
it.
woman.
She's good at it.
Like, I'm
She's good.
actually
Like, you're aware.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, so there's this. I'm gonna air it out. I don't care. There's a situation at another part why the event, which is out of their control, was off was because there was someone in the crowd who would not shut up. Like
I
he
hate
was.
that.
Oh no, sorry, you would have lost your mind because he was like actively yelling and like giving commentary from the crowd, and like they would go to him and be like, "Yo, you actually need like you like I probably like good 4 or 5 times," and I'm like, "Yo, kick him out!"
because
Like,
he was lit or just being an asshole.
Both.
I would say less lit, more the
Word, okay.
other. But he was just like, it was wild. And the thing is, like, he's not a bad guy. I just think he just like got caught up in this moment. And you could tell Mooch was on the stage like, Mooch was like, bro. And before Mooch was like, ha ha ha. But he was like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like on the stage. But he was wilding like the whole time. So obviously, if it's your event and you know there's this dickhead in the crowd, you're gonna be cheesed, right? Obviously, because you're like, yo, this guy, you can hear him from the back. Like he's ruining it in a sense. So at the party now,
There's an after party right
there's
after the show.
there's an after party. Who wants to come in the party?
The same guy.
Big mouth.
Yes.
And it's a good friend of mine. Like,
Yeah.
he was
It
just-
was your friend?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is new information.
Yeah.
You should have led with that. You're
Yeah.
moving like it's a random guy
No,
in the
no,
crowd.
no. Yeah.
your homie sabotaging.
It was your friend.
I didn't want to say it. You said
No,
I didn't.
if it's your friend, you could tell him to shut up on the mic.
I could, but it's
Ever done
like,
speeches and presentations in school, and your homies are trying to fuck you up while you're talking on stage?
yeah,
That's
It's just-
funny.
yeah, it was more like I should have been like, go to the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In hindsight, but
Yeah. But anyways, so homie wants to come in now. And all the guys are like, hell fucking no. Like, I'll beat that. Like, they were like, hell no. Like, they were like, no way in hell is he coming in here. If I see him, it's on sight. Like, he fucked up our shit, blah, blah. Mucho's giving the hand on the shoulder, like, hey, brother. Mucho's giving the brother hand on the shoulder.
I understand your frustration.
Listen, you know what? I understand, but he's my friend. He's outside. Like, and they're not hearing it. They're like, yo, no, fuck that shit. Blah, blah, blah. If I see him, Mucho's like, yo, I understand your energy, but we should have had that a couple hours ago at the show. Like, we can't do anything about it. They're like, nah, fuck that. Blah, blah. I'm like, yo, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, this was your shit. I'm like, you vetted that nigga. You let him on your stage. You guys, respectfully, should have had better discernment. That nigga was gonna.
he was a last minute addition because somebody dropped.
Okay,
that.
cool. But
Somebody ran
regardless,
late,
you should have that nigga out to the back or out. Y'all kind of fumbled the bag with that one because even if you couldn't kick him out, you should your security bring him to the back. Y'all were being too nice. Like, at the end of the day, the damage is done. You know what I'm saying? He did what he did. I'm like, moving forward, cut your ties completely, but let the nigga in the party. He's looking at me like,
He's good to have at a party.
sure.
So after that exchange, you're kind of like pulling him like, hey.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, let me talk to you. I'm breaking it down for him. Like, yo, listen, I'll tell him to keep to himself.
You are good at this, by the way.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I'll tell him to keep to himself. I'll tell him you guys don't even make eye contact. But just let the guy, like, you know, it's embarrassing. His friends are inside. He's getting the stiff arm at the door. Like, the damage is done. Just let it in. So he's talking to me, but he's like, yo, if he looks at me, I'm like, okay, no, he's not gonna look at you. He's not gonna look at you. Everyone outside, I'm like, listen, brother, don't fucking look at no nigga inside there. I'm like, he's like, I'm like, don't
straight.
look at no nigga in there. If you recognize a face, look down because they will buzz like they're not playing, and they're obviously friends. Like, all these guys who run it are friends. So of course, you know, if something pops off, they're all writing. So I said, yo, you go in there, you take your shot, and you go to the front. Don't even go to the back. Go to the front of the party. Go to the front like a ting. Don't come to the back of the party. And that was pretty much it. But
Zoe's good at strong arming. She's
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, some girls politics, they're like, oh, like,
Yeah.
just do it. Like, it's like, oh my God, okay, what's your voice? What's your just do it.
You're the bad
We're
cop.
already inside and lit. Like, you're
Why
being
would you
ridiculous.
let him in the party? I don't even think he did anything wrong.
Nah, you gotta acknowledge what was done was wrong. You just gotta, you know, listen, man. You just gotta leave this politics.
That's not the typical approach you get from women politicking their way into society.
Yeah,
and
Zoe
everything,
knows what
too.
she's
So,
doing
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
It's gotta be respectful. You know what I'm
Kudos
saying?
to you.
But that was my my side. Shout out to Live in the Function though.
Yeah.
Great thing. I hope you guys do. I hope that there's more to come. You know, add some women to your docket and all the success.
You're the
man.
Keith Lee of live dating events, man. People pull up because you talk about it, and then you just come on and give the most honest fucking review after.
I
Jeez.
didn't talk about it. Mucho talked about it, and I'm doing control.
You gave your
I did.
account.
I shot it out.
You
shot
reviewed it.
Yeah, because the first one was good. But I mean, you know, whatever. So are we gonna go into the very
Yeah,
anticipated?
What song did we listen
Topic?
to that night?
well, I'd like to. No, chill. I'd like to start at a certain place. Because from last week, you know, a lot has happened. A lot of music has been released. There's been a lot.
Sorry.
I
go
would
ahead.
like to extend my sincerest and humblest apologies to Mr. Jermaine Cole. I was really hard on Jermaine when this happened and it unfolded, and clearly he saw where this was going. Because Jesus Christ, these niggas are disrespectful. This has gotten out of hand. People are getting shot outside of houses.
All right,
This
chill.
is crazy. This is what has happened.
I mean, it happened.
That's the
Yeah.
point B. Let's
Yeah,
talk about
but we
point
can't
A from
connect
But
what
I
that-
think that's not. We'll get to that. But I don't think that's unrelated with the Kendrick situation.
We can't connect that.
True.
I'm not connecting those
That's
dots.
irresponsible to do on our platform.
I wasn't really saying it was Kendrick. I'm just saying all the theatrics, the circus.
Fair. Listen, all I'm gonna say is, remember what was it, 3 episodes ago, when I asked y'all if this had the potential to be one of the best rap beefs of all time, and y'all said, nah, niggas are apologizing. Nah, this is some weak shit. Now what?
Is that what we
And-
said?
Yes.
And there's something,
Yes.
and I'm gonna.
Thank
All of
you.
us?
Thank you
And-
for
All of us?
And I will. I'm happy you brought it up because I wanted to address that too. This might be one of the best, if not the best, rap beef that we've
in our lifetime.
that we've gone to. Yeah,
Okay.
but I think it also compares to anything else. Like this is a Jay-Z and Nas modern day.
The
Like
best and the worst.
there's
Yeah,
yeah,
There's a lot that
yeah.
stinks about this.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay, which we'll get into. So let's.
Also, you
Break it.
said that hip hop's not alive. This
Oh,
shit
no.
is it is
They're
alive. Like
It's alive. It's alive.
that back
It's looking
too.
around.
Is
Yeah.
it? Because what happens when this is done?
You're right. You're right.
now what?
Now what?
You're right.
We're gonna wait on Lil Durk to drop?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so maybe we're still resuscitating.
We're still waiting.
resuscitating. Resuscitating hip hop. No?
I mean, you already know how I feel. You know what I mean?
Anyways, hold on. So before, okay, so last episode, like I said, or 2 episodes ago, I asked you guys if it was the best rap beef of all time. You guys said no. Niggas are crying and apologizing. It's weak. It's been about 2 weeks. We're in the depths of hell in this beef. Literally. Last week we had released was Push-Ups
And Euphoria.
and then Euphoria. We said, okay, Kendrick put a little warning shot, don't tell lies about me. I won't tell truths about you. He came at his fatherhood. What else did he come at in Euphoria? Talked about, your son. He
Sexy
did the
Red.
Sexy Red, which was funny.
Yachty.
Yeah, Yachty. He did the whole
Don't say nigga.
Don't say nigga, the whole, what's it called? Crody fam, New Hope
Yeah, the
King.
Toronto stuff.
Oh,
All
was
that
great,
stuff.
Yeah.
I liked it.
And it was like, good. This is like a
I
nice,
loved it.
friendly fade
Solid.
hip hop exhibition. Great.
Absolutely love it. Couple
Wait,
days
did
go
he
by.
Talk about, sorry, did he talk about his son?
Yes,
Yeah,
remember?
he said, you
Put
know
him to
nothing
sleep, no,
about
nothing about that.
that.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, nothing
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, so his fatherhood was definitely put
Okay,
on
my bad. You
the
said,
Summer
okay,
Jam
yeah,
screen.
fatherhood.
Right? Cool. Couple days go by. We talked about it on the pod. Days go by, we're chilling.
Friday morning.
Tresor, no, not Friday. Oh, sorry, I always forget about this one. 6/16.
Friday morning.
6/16 in LA was Friday morning. Okay, so Kendrick just dropped 2 back-to-back. All right, cool. 6/16, it's all right. It's more of a melody rap. He's saying some shit, but not saying some shit at the same time. He's still playing it very safe, very cool. What are some things he said? To me, I don't.
You got a
6/16
mole in your camp.
Yeah,
That
that
was the
kind of it.
premise of
Yeah,
that
you
song.
OVO niggas don't like you. You got a mole in your camp. Niggas are wishing on your downfall. You got 100 niggas on payroll. 20 of them want you as a casualty. 2 of them standing beside you. 1 of them doing this. All that stuff.
I think this was the biggest reaches of like the 6/16 and what that also meant and the quintuple. And
Yeah, people thought it was
entendre, like-
Aaliyah's. What was something about Aaliyah's birthday?
Oh, yeah.
I-
and then
Pops,
Father's Day.
something.
I saw the most about the 6/16 aspect
Yeah.
of this.
Something.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Respectfully, like he's 6/16 LA. Who cares of what the title is? So he did back-to-backs, right? So we got Euphoria, we got 16 LA. He kind of hinted at you got moles in your crew, blah blah. One thing I will say about, and I'm not like a rapper entourage connoisseur, but it's always puzzled me how Drake rolls with so many niggas. And when I say rolls, I mean like pulls up. Like they are clicked out. Even if they're like tier 4 of OEO, they're still what?
That's funny.
Like,
I believe-
like the
no.
like the chain is like platinum is not diamond.
Yeah, like the
And it just
owl.
gets smaller and smaller
Yeah, the owl
depending on
gets
your
smaller.
rank.
Yeah. So even if you're
That's funny.
even if you're still tier 4 OVO, you're still OVO,
Word.
right? And and I made a tweet which I deleted because I just don't want no smoke.
Oh, you
I made
scared?
a tweet. Not scared. This thing is so you
All right. You can delete it, but
Keep
you're
it
gonna
up
say
if
it
you're
on
about
here
Yeah.
to be stamped forever.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I won't say it then. But
Paraphrase.
it just goes into my point. Like, yeah, I do question how you would just like. I just feel as a person who has so much power and influence and money, how do you trust 50 plus niggas in this room? It's impossible to
Yeah.
me.
I agree.
I think it's impossible.
I
So
agree.
that's why when listen, I'm not knocking anybody's character. This is just human, like basic 101.
Yeah.
I don't think you can trust.
50 mans don't love you.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
impossible. And you don't
Yeah.
love 50 mans.
And I
Ooh.
don't. And,
There's
ooh.
a few.
Yeah.
There's a few. That's true. Like there's a
Yeah.
few people that
That's
are like,
real.
where it's like you're cool with them, but like they're not your boy like
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And I just think that I'm speaking from a Toronto perspective. There's a lot of, and there are some niggas who I know that are tied to Drake who are very cool. They've always been respectful to me. I have no problems with them. Whatever. But I always feel like, y'all really like that one? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he really that cool? You know what I mean? So it's always, like I said, it's always questionable. Like, how does this work? Because there's no way that Drake is really trusting every single nigga in this room.
It's the application process.
And maybe it's for muscle. Maybe it's for, like I said, maybe there's power in numbers. Or, maybe one of them knows a friend, because there's also like OVO, and then there's Reps Up, and then there used to be XO, which is no longer OVO. But, maybe I don't see it. Like, to me, it's not smart. Maybe they run their very tight or ship very tight, but it's always been a surprise. When he says out front 4 seasons looking like a damn football team, why? Why?
Yeah, what happened to No New Friends? Didn't he make that?
I don't know. But I just feel like it's OVO XO, it's Reps Up OVO, it's OVO Free Band Gang. Like, it's just, there's so many ties. And my thing is, like I said, if you're Drake, if you are the best rapper of our generation, if you have built this from the ground up, you Owl Brigade, you're this, and that, I would just be very cautious about what I tie to and who I tie to. And I think that's what Kendrick was using in 616. Because I said, that's a big camp. You guys can't deny it. It's a big camp. You guys, we live here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think people from the States, like, yes, Drake, there's a lot of niggas who don't leave Toronto who we rep in OVO. I don't know why I threw that.
What was that?
What was that?
I don't know why I threw that up.
Blur that
I
out.
think he's done that before, though.
Cut that out. Or, no, this is like a blur over my head. But whatever.
There was
I
this. They used to do that.
The top season
Oh,
thing.
shit.
What was
they used to
that? What
do
was
that.
that even? What was that? The
Season.
salt shaker seasoning.
Season.
Oh,
Whatever
yeah.
that
Big
is.
up Obi O'Brien.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Where's
Shout out
he?
to Hamilton.
Nah,
Right?
he went back to Hamilton. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
But
hammer.
I just think it's like, from that perspective, I've always thought it was odd. And like I said, like, I'm not saying that there's niggas in that camp preying on someone's downfall. I wouldn't say that. But I definitely think there's niggas in that camp who are salty. Everyone's salty of the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why everyone wants to kill the mob boss. That's literally how the cartel works.
It's the worst
We
job
watched
to
Breaking
have.
Bad.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to kill the top guy.
Yeah.
So I feel like the same rules kind of apply. Not to say that, God forbid. Like, but I
Yeah,
feel like
metaphorically.
yes.
Yeah.
People want to be that spot. They want to have his cosign, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like the lower we get on the tier of the OVO brigade, the thirstier niggas get,
Hungrier ones.
And then, niggas start pillow talking. Niggas start saying things to other people and then things get back. Come on.
Facts.
That's just regular life. Outside of OVO, how many times have you heard your name? And you're just, not to say you're just Shasora, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just regular life stuff. So to me, that's always been a question. I feel like maybe other people feel that way too, based on what Kendrick said. But like I said, 100 niggas on payroll, how?
Nah. It's
They all
tough.
can't have your best interest. They all can't. Scientifically, they all can't.
I agree.
Because like
But
me, I'm on tier 7. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. With a follow, you're kind of.
Are you
try-
on a tier if you have a
I'm
Drake
try-
follow back?
I was just fucking around, but I guess so.
You
Let
can
me
comment
tell
on his posts.
Yeah, I
I
mean, you
could-
might be.
I can message him how he feels about the beef. We'll see. Maybe
That's
maybe he
hilarious.
answers back.
Have you ever messaged him?
Yeah, just like little shit though. Just like I don't know. I think I saw like a funny video of him and then I sent it and he posted it. You know what I mean, like just like little.
Did
But
you
I'm
tell
not.
him to tag you?
Nah.
Yo, take
But-
me, bro.
But I'm just not trying to burn
Tell
that
Drake
bridge
to
by
tag
being.
No,
you
it's
on a
definitely-
meme. I get that.
No,
though.
definitely
You
not.
wanna hold your cards or whatever
Yeah,
the
yeah.
expression is.
And
you
jokes
want to
aside-
keep your favors.
Facts and jokes aside, though, I'm still unbiased. Like if I'm tweeting or if I'm on here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But also,
Better
Drake
be
is
careful
not a
today.
dumb.
Don't burn that
Nah,
shit.
listen,
But
I'll
also,
say how I
Drake
feel.
is not a dumb guy. You can't be a dumb guy to be in the place that he is now. You can't.
I agree.
So
I agree. Yeah.
where's the disconnect?
Paranoia, maybe. Maybe you're
You
right.
did say
Maybe
something.
maybe
There
strength in
is-
numbers.
There is. Yeah, I was gonna say there are strength in numbers.
You think it's a muscle thing?
Mhm,
Yeah,
could
of
be,
course, yeah.
I don't know, man. My head would be on a
That sends a
swivel
message.
I-
If you've got a whole football team outside it, you pull up and there's a sea of people behind you. Like
But what if
to
the call comes from
me-
inside the house sometimes, man?
Well,
Yeah.
you said Drake's a smart guy. You think he's smart enough to know all of this in advance? Like, yeah, I got 50 niggas. There's probably trying to get intel from one of them. So let me tell the one that they think is going to be the weakling. Tell him, and then when they try and get the information out of him,
We'll get there. Because that...
Do you
I
think
don't
he's
know.
smart enough for all this?
no,
don't
but
know.
we'll get there when we make
To
our way
me-
down the...
Sorry, am I
When
getting
we
too ahead of
talk-
things?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, my bad.
When we talk about muscle and things like that, the thing that I don't really understand is I feel like, and I don't know the man, I feel like Drake seems to be like too accepting, like just of people.
Mm.
Like he seems like if he thinks you're cool, you can come around. And that's not necessarily a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Cause like, say, yeah, you're friends with one of his homies. He meets you. Yeah, he's cool, whatever. He could pull up to wherever we're going. That could go bad. And even if we're just talking about muscle, Drake is rich enough to where he can have actual security, which he does. But you can have as much of it as you want. And I know you probably sure you want some of your friends around, but like, you have your little section of friends and you have your security. And you can have security that could do anything. You could have armed security. If it's that deep and you're worried about like actual people harming you, you could get security, ex-police, ex-military who will snipe the nose off of someone who comes within 10 feet of you. So I feel like it's probably more of just like a trying to be nice and having man them around type, trying to show the man them the world type thing.
That's him giving back to the city.
Yay. Y'all are really just jumping chapters. But anyways, okay. 616.
So that drops, yeah.
Yeah, 616. Kendrick does that. Okay, cool. Couple days goes by. Drake is a little silent. Whatever. NBA playoffs are on. Dallas is facing LA Clippers in game 7? 6?
I think it was 6.
6. Okay. Yes. Okay. LA's facing Dallas in game 6.
Oh, that's I just realized.
What? Yeah.
How much?
Yeah, I'm
I
talking.
saw that coming though.
Yeah.
I saw that coming.
Paul George and James Harden need to be thankful.
I saw that coming.
Yeah, you're right. Because
They
no one
need to be
gave a
thankful.
fuck that the LA Clippers shit the bed that night.
Yeah.
We went straight. So, anyways,
They
that
had
night,
the fire taken off of them.
exactly. That night, LA Clippers shit the bed against the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they shit the bed until the
Exactly.
next day because Tresor hits the group chat and Tresor goes, Drake dropped. That's what happened.
Yeah.
He sent the Instagram post and said Drake dropped.
Right, that was Friday.
So my eyes completely went off the game to my phone and never went back on the game.
Yeah.
So Family Matters drops. He uses the same beat from the end of Push-Ups. All right, cool. There's visuals now. We have the Good Kid, Mad City van on the Gardner. That to me, Tresor said
Good
I was
kid,
being.
Mad City van.
Tresor said I was being extra ashamed that the visuals were elite. I thought the
She
visuals
said they
were
were
sick.
elite visuals.
I
I was
thought
like,
They were
they
good. They were good.
I was like,
They were good.
it's
They were really
clever.
He shot that in what, 3 days?
It's
That's
clever.
elite, no?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, but I'm saying the video is clever.
Okay.
But when you talk about elite visuals,
What would be
do
an
you
elite
know what
visual?
an elite music video looks like?
What you
That's a
want?
stretch.
Okay. It's
It's very clever. It was very clever.
Nigga wanted Cole Bennett? I don't know. What
Yeah, like, what did you want?
No, there's no want nothing. I didn't even want a video. You didn't need a
Yeah, it's
video.
true, you didn't. But
I'm
anyways,
saying it's clever. What he's doing in the video
Alright.
is clever.
Yeah,
But
cool.
elite is a
Mad
stretch.
City
That's
van.
all I said.
okay, cool. So anyways, Family Matters drops. It's the same beat from at the end of Push-Ups. We got the good. There we go. We got the Good Kid, Mad City van coming down the Gardner on the back of a tow truck. We got the CN Tower in the back. He brings the Good Kid, Mad City van to this, what's it called? Junkyard.
I wonder how much they paid
Crushes
for the
the van. Probably nothing. It's a freaking caravan.
I'd be tight if I was down on my luck. I'm selling my van. Some random guy says, "Yo, I'll give you $500 for it, brother. That's all I got right now, and I need it." I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. He gives me 520s and 5s. Goes about his way. I go home, I'm watching this video, and I recognize my van. I'm like, yo, there was a scratch on the left window just like that. I'd be tight because I could have got a way bigger bag for this.
Yeah.
Because you need this right now.
Yeah.
The guy who had the van could have extorted them.
It looked like a very new van.
I need 100 racks for this van.
I don't think they bought the brand or the van secondhand.
I'm fake dumb a little bit. I was like, oh, he really got Kendrick's? I was like,
Yo,
I heard a lot of that. It's like, they got
Serious?
the real van from 2011.
They imported
guys
the van
serious?
from
I was
LA
like,
that
I don't know.
quick.
Yo, you know Drake has a cargo jet. Yo,
like,
he could have been in LA. He could
Oh,
have
okay.
easily.
like,
Like,
damn, who does he know in his camp?
I had 4 conversations like that. With
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
But
Take me a
anyways,
second.
okay. So we get Family Matters Part 1. Then we go into Family Matters Part 2, which I feel is the best part.
Oh.
Take this shit
Mucho- I
serious.
know
So stop
Mucho
joking. Let's take
disagrees.
this shit serious.
Oh, yeah, you did say
The
that.
flow on Family Matter Part 2, nasty. He goes for everybody. He
Right,
goes
can't
for
be talking
Abel.
shit again.
He goes for ASAP Rocky. He goes
Oh,
for
the ASAP
Mesh.
Rocky diss was the best diss out of the whole beef.
You think so?
I think he murdered ASAP. But what can you say after that?
But he's not gonna say nothing.
He said he's collateral damage,
Ask
but
Fring. She gonna tell you.
Ooh.
And so he really calls Rihanna Fring? Is that like Is that a nickname that he
What's
had?
Fring?
I
The
don't know.
restaurant that capsized.
Yes,
Oh.
but apparently he
Frings.
is also but apparently it's also Rihanna's nickname where he says ask Spring about blah blah blah, and she'll tell you don't mess with me type.
Saying the girl's nickname that you got with just her in the that's like that's grade A.
Can we get the
Tactical
lyrics?
war.
Oh my god, can we open the door? It is hot in here. Please, sorry.
So okay, part 2.
So
Yeah, he's getting at the weekend. He's getting at
yeah, getting at the weekend.
A$AP.
He's getting at ASAP. He's getting at Rick Ross. He's getting at Metro. All in part 2. Then he switches up his flow again in part 3, dedicated solely to Kendrick. That's your favorite part.
And this is where he goes into New Ho King, and he's got dude wearing the
Yeah.
Pharrell chains and
Yeah.
everything.
So that's where he drops his bomb. You know, you put your hands on your girl. You haven't seen your kids. And does he drop Dave? He drops that Kendrick's child might
Yeah.
not.
Well, he's
be.
saying that in the first verse.
Yeah, he implied it in the first verse, but and then went headshot in the last one, right?
So there we go.
This was the nuke.
This is all Family Matters. This dropped, I would say, maybe around just before midnight. Because if the game was still going, it's about
Yeah,
third
like
quarter.
11:30.
Yeah, it's about
11-ish.
third quarter in the Dallas game. It's just about before midnight. Okay, cool. This song is hard. To me, this song is hard. I'm like, yo, this is hard. He's saying some wild shit. You're back against the curb. That's crazy because Kendrick is like 2'1".
All
Like-
three of the verses were crazy.
It just
were
kept getting
surgical.
better.
Yeah, like it was.
To me, you like the
Yeah.
part 2 better, whatever.
I,
Yeah,
I,
it
I
just-
thought part 2 was the best
Okay,
in
yeah.
my
Yeah.
opinion. Yeah.
What part do you like?
What'd
Part
you
2.
think?
Well, part 1 is whatever. I don't think it's even a part.
I say 3.
3 over part 2?
I think 3.
That's just like
He was saying the craziest things, and his flow was pretty. But like
Part 2 is nasty.
parts, yeah, like
To me, fuck part 3.
Drake on
Kendrick
drill
just opened
beats
his
is
mouth.
my favorite.
Okay.
Is one of my favorite genres.
Actually,
of him.
why did you move to New York?
I might take it back.
What do you?
I might go part 2.
I
I
think
think-
part 2 is very technically impressive. The patterns he was hitting there, but just like music wise, I can't get part 3 out of my head. That's just like
Fair.
really like just great songs.
All these rappers waving white flags and the whole fucking club sing to it. That was literally mustard. Actually, I'm jumping ahead again.
There we go.
Yeah, my bad.
So cool. Family Matters drops. We're all like, damn, this is hard. People are dropping quotes on Twitter. This is crazy. Blah blah blah.
How long was it?
6
May-
minutes.
6
no,
minutes.
it wasn't 6. It was a little bit longer than that.
Six and a half. Each one was like 2 minutes.
No, I'm saying how long was it
How long
before?
were we in
Oh.
this?
How long were we
did
in
we
the
get to
Family
enjoy
Matters
this?
bask
Like
of this is
15
hard.
minutes
Oh.
max.
15 minutes max. I go on Twitter again. I see Kendrick Lamar a link. 15 minutes after Drake dropped Family Matters. And didn't I tell you, I said, bro, I'm like, Kendrick dropped. You guys are like, what?
Yeah, I thought
And
you
just
told me.
off of the title, I was like, oh.
There we go. Ken,
It was
I heard the
crazy
beat
to
start, and I
me
was like, oh.
'cause this is
man.
when I was shooting all day. I come home, I'm dumb tired. I'm about to go to bed. Drake drops. I'm up. I listen. I'm like, all right, I could go to bed. Kendrick drops. I'm like, oh my God.
yeah.
Because now I'm going to be up.
Yes. So Kendrick drops.
Did that keep you awake? The Kendrick one that he dropped.
Everyone's spectacle, like the
Oh,
spectacle.
that part about
Yeah.
it, but not the song. Yeah.
For sure. This song was,
The song was good.
The song was good.
It's
The Kendrick
cool.
song?
yeah,
It was
Meet the
cool.
Grams.
One thing I saw Mucho say Kendrick's been dropping like snooze fest songs. I disagree for the fact that, yeah, the songs like these aren't songs to bump.
Euphoria wasn't that though. Euphoria was good.
Euphoria was good. You
Euphoria
cannot
was
deny
good.
that.
But a diss
But
track
I think
necessary. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we were gonna say the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't think this is what it was made for. Like, I think a lot of people's arguments for a majority of the Kendrick stuff was like, yo, this is whack, this is boring, no one's gonna listen to this, this isn't fire, da da da. But like, that's not what this is for.
What's
Yeah.
it for?
It's
We're making
like-
music, aren't we?
Yes, but you're making music to deliver a message. You're not trying to make the best slap.
You're trying to do both.
Is that
The
well?
best disses of all time are always both. They're never one or the other.
I don't agree.
I
What
don't
are we
agree.
talking about?
We're talking about like a rap
You
battle.
think in a rap battle, some of the best disses of
The
all
best
time,
diss songs are good songs. This is true.
and
This
have
is
what
unequivocal.
crazy
No.
replay value, which you all
I'm not
say?
even talking about replay value.
I
I
disagree.
don't even say replay value. People put
I
that
disagree.
in my mouth.
I disagree.
But
But you're also saying
but I'm
that-
saying the classics hit 'em up. That's a good song. Who Shot You, whether it's a diss or not, I don't know. That's a
Yeah.
good song. Takeover is a good song. Ether.
Ether.
Nas is supposed to be boring. That's a good song.
it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
if
fuck
I'm
with your
giving.
song with like Ether Will. Like he's actually making that a whole like okay.
I don't know if I'm giving Ether a good song. Amazing diss. I don't know if I'm giving it good song.
It's a decent song. It's a decent
There
There's
we
a
go.
few. All the
Story
like.
of Added On is
You're
not,
not,
a
you're
good
not falling asleep
Yeah.
to Ether. That's
Story of
all I'm
Added
saying.
On's not a good song. It's a great diss.
Yeah, and that's
All
why
the
people don't play
freestyles
this much, I
And
guess,
Meet
yeah.
the Grams
When's the last time
was
you
a
played
s-
Ether?
I
When's the
sa-
last time you played Ether?
I sound crazy, but I'll work out to Ether. Like I'll work out to Ether, hit
No,
him
no,
up,
I
like,
hear that. I hear that.
and I'm a Jay-Z fan.
all the
Okay.
disses like Jada Kiss, like all the freestyles.
Those are good. Those are
but they're
good
not like
tracks.
songs. Like these aren't like
The
songs.
one that he dissed 50, that's not a good song.
Okay,
The
yeah.
That's
Jada Kiss
hard.
one?
Yeah,
But also, I think
Checkmate?
people are
yeah, that's a
expecting.
good song.
People are expecting things.
It's a good verse. Like he gets at like the bars are great. Like as a song though, like as a record.
I got
it's-
100 clips. There's I'm from New York.
That's
New York.
That's
That
a-
wasn't Jadakiss wasn't dissing, but Ja Rule was.
that song's more of like a statement though. Like in their verses, are they getting at 50?
If you Ja Rule was not
yeah,
Jadakiss.
yeah.
But if
Ja
you
Rule.
count like that as one, then that's one too.
I just
Fair
think
enough,
that
fair
people
enough.
are expecting things from Kendrick that he's not known for.
I think we're just being prisoners of the moment. Like cool, like you, and I guess I am saying replay value, but like don't be a prisoner of the moment and be like, oh that shit fire. Like we're all gonna look back in this, right?
Yeah, but like it's
And what's gonna stand out is Euphoria for sure, like that. Maybe not so much push-ups anymore. Family Matters, you know what I mean? And like not the fucking 616 bullshit.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
don't think-
at the bottom of my
and they
list.
not like us.
You don't think?
Oh, yeah,
Meet the
we'll get there, we'll get
We're
there,
not
we'll
there.
get
You
there.
jumping
Yeah,
We're not there
chapters.
yet. No, but he was
So-
just saying the ones we remember.
So you felt Meet the Grams was snooze fest. It was like whatever. Cause I think like I like battle rap. Like I like when
Yeah.
like you know when it gets
And battle
real
rappers don't make good
disrespectful.
songs.
And this was from the echelon of battle rap. He's starting talking about his son. Your son's a sick man. Like he's saying things. I would feel bothered. You know, if someone was talking about my family the way they
Right.
like. You know, so
Right.
like
Yeah.
I feel like that is what people expected from Kendrick was him to be scathing and say the things about Drake that you know the allegations, his mansion, and everything going on there. So it's like I felt that was him going nuclear, like in that kind of.
Yeah.
He did go nuclear.
One thing I will say. Okay, so we're at Family Matters, right? No, we're
Yeah, like
at
he's still like
we're at-
therapeutic. He's like talking
Sorry.
to him like
Kendrick's
a therapist.
we're
and
at
stuff.
Meet
like,
the
yeah.
Grams. So
Loaded
like I said,
Lux esque.
15 minutes later, Kendrick drops Meet the Grams. Obviously, this is pre-recorded.
Mhm.
So I believe, and I don't obviously we don't know because we don't know these people. I believe that Kendrick anticipated that Drake was going to drop a nuke first.
He probably knew.
I think Drake or Kendrick, you know what? This nigga's gonna say something out of line, and I'm gonna come back with this.
Yeah.
So he was sitting there just waiting. He's like, he's gonna be the first one to overstep his boundary. Like I said, they've been just toying with each other this whole time. Like poke you
But they're
poke me
both
back,
out
poke
of.
you.
They both came out of pocket that night.
100%. But
Like,
Drake,
they both got out of pocket.
but
that
Drake
night.
did it first.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
People like, oh, but Drake did it first.
Drake did it first.
Drake called out that man or woman, man's woman, the man's
Bodyguards
woman's
like
name.
Whitney was calling it out.
Yeah, no, in or what's it called? In Family Matters, he calls out
Yeah,
Whitney.
but before that, he talks about Kendrick says his son in Euphoria. Before like,
Yeah, he
for
does.
sure.
so you could say
But doesn't
Kendrick.
he call out Whitney in push-ups?
Yeah.
The double entendre,
Oh,
Whitney
true.
bodyguard, Whitney shoes.
How is it a double entendre other than the fact that like that's her name? Like
Because Whitney the
with
bodyguard.
bodyguards, like is Kendrick's girl with bodyguards too?
No,
and stuff?
nigga,
I know the
Whitney
movie.
Houston.
Yeah, I know the movie
Yeah.
and stuff, but it's just I don't know.
Oh, that's a
That's a double entendre. That's the definition of a double entendre. But
I don't know.
anyways,
There isn't like a.
Maybe not that clever.
So yeah, Meet the Grams, you know what I'm saying? Drake did regardless, Drake crossed the line first. With the whole you're beating your girl, she's bigger than you. That's the whole you're basically telling okay, so Kendrick's domestic violence. He
he
beats his
made
girl.
domestic violence allegations catchy.
Exactly.
That's messed up.
So Kendrick, I think, anticipated that this nigga's gonna do something crazy. So then 10 minutes later, drops Meet the Grams. Very slow, like I said, slow, melodic. He's sitting in a therapist chair.
Surgical.
Very surgical. He's talking to your mom. He's talking to your son. Fix your face, Mucho. He's talking to your son. He's talking to your mom. He's talking to your dad.
And to imaginary people.
Yes, right? So my thing is, with Meet the Grams, there's allegations in there, right? So now we go from Kendrick hits women to Drake's a pedophile, which I think is absolutely insane. We have What
What are we even doing?
No, like literally, what are we doing? What are we? And this is where I think we completely lose the plot. And every fan who doesn't have like the average fan has lost the plot completely because anyone who doesn't have a lick of sense, which is most people, are driving this out the ass. We have you be your girl while you like kids. What?
Yes.
It's abuser versus predator.
What?
I told you, and I said this shit was gonna get not fun.
Yeah.
Guess what? I said, yo, push-ups, Euphoria, this is great. We got an exhibition, this is great. Let's leave it right there.
And you know what?
Because this is
I'll take my hit.
not
I
fun.
did ask. I said, yo, throw some shit on the table. Throw down your Yu-Gi-Oh card. I want to hear some shit. I didn't. Whoa.
And I said, I feel like I said this. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm said we were spoiled by Pusha T's bomb because before that
wasn't
not
the
what
That wasn't a
battle
thing
was.
in rap beef. You didn't need
It wasn't
you got a child
could
hiding.
expose the most and what's the biggest bomb we could drop. It's just
Turn
who
it
makes
to
the
spin.
best.
And I think that is a detriment. And I'll say this with my chest. I think what Pusha T did on the story of Adidon has been detrimental
diss
to
tracks
rap beef
forever.
because now niggas are trying to do TMZ shit.
you need a
things.
bombshell newsworthy thing to be able to make
we
a
don't
fire
want
diss track
I
now.
don't want that.
Two things
Well,
ruined.
I don't want to. Drake is not. First of all, I also. Sorry, you go before I get into my rant.
Two things ruined diss tracks: Pusha T's bomb and back to back. Because
I
now
agree.
we need a bomb and we need
And a
tracks
hit record.
now.
Yeah.
And a hit record.
And a hit
too.
record. We need a bop.
We
Right?
need multiple tracks today, tomorrow, and the next day, and you need to be exposing people's lives.
Yes.
This is not what
And-
diss
and-
tracks are.
Yeah.
But think about it, we got all of that and some with this beat. Like it really was like they showed out, man.
Like,
it's
but my
just
thing
not
is,
fun now.
now
Yeah, people made it not fun.
the
We're
issue,
talking about the harm of children and women now, and I
Thank
gotta
you.
be a human being when I hear these records, like what you're talking about.
The internet.
I don't want to
Thank
hear
you.
any of it at a party now. Like I
Exactly.
don't want to think about
The
abusers
internet-
and pedophiles. Like
The internet made this not fun.
Exactly. And
Fandoms made this
actually,
not
I'll
fun.
disagree for a second because I think this is the one time I think in a long time that I'm grateful for social media. Because I think being on Twitter and Instagram when Kendrick dropped that 50 was probably one of the best moments ever to see everyone's reaction when that shit happened. That was nuts.
When he dropped which one, sorry?
When Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams right after
Meet the
Drake.
Grams.
People, Twitter was on fire.
it was a great night.
Social
in
media
hip-hop.
was going. That was a great night to actually be there, up and witnessing that in real time. Anyone who was sleeping, I feel so sorry. Were you? Trey's like, were you sleeping? You weren't sleeping. You were up.
After the Meet the Grams,
Yeah.
I listened to it.
What did
I
you
gave- I
tweet?
gave
You
it a
tweeted
listen.
something really funny about how I'm gonna listen to this in the morning. What did
Yeah,
you say? What did you call
was-
it?
It was getting late. I was hooping for hours, and then I just hear this nigga like going on this deek, deek, deek type beat, and I just wanted to go to sleep. That's it.
You called it something.
Okay.
Snooze fest.
Snooze
but
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
say no. You called it something.
Oh, what did I? Yeah.
Oh, he said a
story of
story of
Adidon.
Adidon. daughter.
Yeah.
Story of your daughter.
That's what the song was.
Story
That's
of
funny.
your daughter
That's-
is
that's-
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
so
That was
funny.
funny.
So, but regardless of that,
Yo,
right?
quiet as kept. All right. Mucho might be in the Twitter Hall of Fame, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He
Mucho
just
has
doesn't have, like,
really good
yeah,
tweets.
100%, 100%. That's why he's Mucho TV too.
There you
Because
go.
Mucho
Yeah.
TV.
R.I.P. to one.
Yeah. But anyways,
That
so we
could be
got
your saving grace too.
yeah. So, but the thing is, strategically, like I said, we've never seen someone come back. Like I said, Family Matters was a crazy song. You can't take that away. But strategically, what Kendrick did
Oh yeah.
Stepped on it.
Oh,
makes
yeah.
like I said, people forgot. Okay, yeah, Kendrick beats his girl. Wait, he said that because he just said he got a fake 11-year-old daughter,
But and
Drake's a pedophile, which we need to stop saying.
this
By
is
the way.
kind of though how rap battles work. Like you could say something crazy or more lyrical, whatever, but if the crowd starts cheering and everything
Yeah.
like that, and you lose everybody, like it's kind of
Momentum.
But-
momentum
Think about
shifted.
this happened sort of with Drake and Meek Mill.
Yeah.
Meek Mill came out and said he doesn't write his shit, and we went, "It's your girl's story, your world's story."
Yeah,
Like, you know, like it was.
yeah.
I like this more. This
Yeah.
is doing more for me. So
But my thing is, even if people didn't like or Meet the Grams more, it still threw off this whole beef completely.
Yeah.
Because how the hell did you come back within 10 fucking minutes and now we're all listening to your shit?
This was uploaded yesterday.
Like what? We
They
didn't
were
even
waiting
like,
to make it
we
public.
literally bounced. We were on this
Unlisted
side.
video.
Literally. It's like watching people go from this side of the room and then go from that side of the room in
Yeah.
real time.
Facts.
And
Imagine
that-
you got all the dogs in your booth And then they say, hold on, I'm coming out over there. And then all the dogs go to that booth. That's literally what happened.
And it lined up the perfect kill shot for Kendrick.
Like you're in the
and
club.
he executed that like with the song
Easily.
that came next.
You're in the club. You got bottles popping. All the girls are in your booth. And Chris Brown walks in. And they all run over to his booth.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's literally what happened. So that happens, right?
relate.
One thing I will say is now, this is where we gotta use our thinking caps, right? The word, this is where I kind of hate that Kendrick threw out the word pedophile, because
Can we?
can we say this? Okay, yeah. I would not loosely say that Drake is a pedophile, right? Pedophile is someone who's attracted to children.
Mm-hmm.
Does Drake like girls who are still adults but too young for him? Yes. The pedophile is a very, now we're getting to a term that's a little wild. There's a difference, and I think when we're throwing out the term pedophile is nuts. A little bit.
Yeah.
I would never say Drake likes children
So
or
we're-
is attracted to children.
So where do you draw the line in a diss track? Though?
I'm not drawing no line.
Yeah.
Listen, they can do what they want. I'm just saying, as a consumer, I think it's just, I'm not going to be out there saying Drake's a pedophile unless it's song playing. No, I'm kidding. But
Kendrick's fans definitely will.
exactly. But and the thing is, it's wild to have people in the club, which we'll get to, certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Like, they're yelling that in the club. Like,
People are like crip walking and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, by
We're getting ahead,
by
we're getting ahead,
people
we're
we
getting
mean
too
two
ahead.
clubs.
Wait, wait,
yeah,
wait.
yeah.
We're getting ahead of
We're getting
things.
ahead.
Hold on.
We're getting
yeah,
ahead.
sorry. But anyways, the point is that I think people need to be, like I said, yes, it's rap beef, and people can, there's no rules in rap beef. Kendrick can say whatever the fuck he wants and vice versa. But
They're bending the rules.
just for a little, bending the rules so hard, it's about to bust. Pause. But
Because before it was like you falsely claimed the guy's a snitch.
yeah,
That's the worst I heard.
yeah.
But now we're going into you beat your wife, you play with kids. I don't even
Yeah, that's
It's
OG.
insane.
Yeah.
And like I said, when you like I said, just as a consumer, I think that's wild because just because some like Drake dates a 20-year-old, I would not label me personally. Zoe would not label him a pedophile.
It could be
I
morally
would label
janky,
him
but it's
more-
not
yes.
the same.
Morally, his moral compass is completely out the ass. Because why are you damn near 40 with braids and painted nails dating this 20-year-old? To me, it's crazy. Whatever. You guys can try to defend it, whatever. Oh, he blah, blah, blah. Like,
Who's defending
it's
it?
fine.
Well, I wasn't defending that. There is another point I was going to make, but
I
continue.
just think
Yeah.
it is definitely, like, yes, I agree. It's a little odd.
Right.
And
It's a little odd. I'm 10 years
Damn.
Drake's junior, and there's girls much younger than me. You know what I'm saying? So it's, like I said, you guys can deny it's odd.
Yeah.
do you think
It's
the angle of like, because I also on the song Meet the Grams, like he's very like righteous, like
Right.
LeBron, keep the kids away. Sandra, your son's a sick man. Like
Steph
it's
Curry, don't come here.
yeah,
no more.
it's very like righteous, and it's like
Who's
you know
listening to that? I'm sorry, go ahead. My bad.
how are you gonna like make this whole campaign of him being like a PDF file and everything? You got
Oh, that's a
Kodak,
good
you got
term.
Kodak Black giving eulogies and everything like that on your
See,
your
but
last
now
album.
we can't do that.
So are
we
we-
can't do this now because
That's what I
everyone-
think though when I hear you.
everyone rocks with bad people. We can't now start to pick and choose who's better.
But
than
Kodak
who.
is not a PDF file.
They claim he's a.
He's a
abuser.
convicted.
They claim
He
he's a
does
abuser.
essay. Or he has acted in
Convicted.
essay. Convicted in essay. Okay.
That's what they say.
Okay.
Hour
So was
12.
Pac.
Pac what?
So was Pac. He was convicted of
SA?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah, and he's on the wall behind us still.
Yeah.
Rotten.
Yeah,
Hey, come on, bro.
Well, I mean, well,
But it was like a train or something, but still.
Oh my
you know what I
God.
mean?
according to the movie, he was in the other room.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
He
We
invited
don't
her.
know
Yeah.
what happened. So
Okay.
So there's a lot of characters that people co-sign. You're right.
that's
so
what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
can-
A lot of people associate with people that do bad things. So now we can't say this is worse than that.
Then
So-
don't make an anthem about.
But in a rap beef,
Yeah, you
I
say
can
what you
see,
gotta-
like people are gonna say things.
It's not a
Right,
boxing
right.
match. It's a street fight. You may
Yeah.
have to
Pick
pick
up
up
the
a
garbage
rock
can
and
and smack him on his head.
Yeah.
like pull
Yeah.
his. I don't
it was
know.
a dirty
things-
move. You might have to grab somebody's nuts.
Yeah. And okay. Do y'all do that?
I've never.
When you're
done
fighting?
that.
No, but if you were getting jumped,
If you were about to die,
Oh, yeah,
would you
yeah,
rather
yeah.
grab someone's nuts or die?
Me, I'm grabbing the nuts.
Are you grabbing
Street men
nuts?
have a complex.
I'm grabbing nuts.
Are you grabbing nuts?
Yeah, the
Are
same
you
of
grabbing
life.
nuts? Are you grabbing nuts?
everybody
Okay.
grabbing nuts.
I'll grab a nut to save my life.
Yeah. Good
I hear
point,
it.
brother.
I respect it. Jesus Lord. Anyway, so regardless of that, even the call out of like the OVO guys and like he's like, oh Sandra, your son's in the escort business, blah blah blah. I mean,
Son's
It's not
a sick
illegal.
man.
Well, is it illegal?
it is right. Prostitution's illegal. Escort prostitution, potato, potato, tomato, tomato.
Not anymore.
Isn't that illegal?
Prostitution's illegal, but just give them a nice little thing, some change to.
To suck your dick is prostitution.
No,
yeah.
no, you gotta freak it by just
Isn't
taking
that what
them
Drake
out to
said?
dinner.
You got to send these girls 2 hours just for a blowjob.
Oh my god.
That's what he said.
So it's the selling of sex is in Canada is legal, but the purchasing of sex is illegal.
How does that?
How
make
does that
sense?
work?
You can be a seller but not a buyer.
I guess.
Damn.
Like brothel
That's confusing.
Brothel houses are legal, so that's fine. But if you buy it from a third party, it's different.
So a PIMP.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. So
I don't understand how in 2024 you have a pimp. That's just working backwards. That's
I-
like selling CDs.
I'm not gonna speak.
There's
I
no
don't-
points. You could go direct to consumer. There's OnlyFans. There's Instagram. There's Backpage.
But
There's
people think there's like a
Facebook
I don't-
Marketplace. Like
I
what are
think
you
it's
doing?
more about like protection.
Yeah,
right?
that's what it is. Isn't it like a
An
protection thing?
intermediary.
like a mediator or something like that, right? Yeah.
So you, I feel like there's
Anyways,
better ways.
all I'm gonna say is I can see Kendrick's angle in that because like Drake's friend was convicted of that. Like that's literally on Google.
Yeah.
Like
Of
he
pimping.
well
Wasn't it a robbery and he faced charges of that and that had those specific charges overturned and
I
it
don't
was
think we need to get into.
it's on Google. It's literally
I don't know. I don't know the specifics. That I'm just
he was literally convicted for sex trafficking and assault of a woman who was like 21 or something like that. Like that's literally what the charges. Guys, it's literally on Google. Like I'm not saying anything. I'm not talking shit. It's literally on Google. Like if you Google why he was away,
I never have Googled it. That's
never. Please Google it. If you Google why
I'm waiting
he was,
for. That's
yeah,
what I'm waiting for.
Google why he was who?
Who? I didn't hear that.
I don't want to say the name. Someone who is not.
Trapping in
happy.
the rain.
Yeah, thank you. Not nice.
Oh, okay.
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah, please. Like yes. So someone who
Right.
traps in the rain
Okay.
and
okay.
So this
When they shoot their pistol
family
at the
matters. That's when Drake introduced the beating the wife and
Yes.
the Dave Free stuff. It was this song, right?
yes.
So yeah, I think Kendrick did a good job of like stepping on it, and I think because of how they're viewed in society, the respective fan bases can weaponize it
Oh yeah.
in the ways that they want to because Kendrick seems like such this nice guy.
Mm.
Kendrick fans are gonna be like, why? How is that even possible? Like he would never do something like that. And the Drake fans are gonna be like, see, you don't know this guy. He's actually a terrible person. And then the Drake fans are gonna be like, why would Drake ever be a PDF file? He would never do that. And Kendrick fans are gonna be like, see, like we told you, he likes young girls.
Yeah.
So I think this part is where it started to get not fun for me because of the narratives that were.
Did you all read that by the way before Trey exits that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it out loud.
Because
No, I basically
You're good,
said
yes,
it.
yeah.
So we don't need to repeat. I'm just want to make sure you guys know that I'm reading something on Google. I'm not making this up.
yeah.
This is true. These
The
are all
narratives
facts and
started after this,
Calculating the history of
and then this is when like the meme pages and the news blogs and the outlets started picking stuff up, and the comments are going wild, and this is when it started to get like,
Yeah.
that infamous meme page that we all follow. Have you been seeing what they're posting?
Yes.
No.
Oh
No.
my
Oh
gosh.
my
But they have an OVO out in their bio. So
No.
what do you expect? That's why I'm
No,
not
yes,
even looking.
okay, no,
Tier
like
8.
yeah, you could be on a side.
Tier 10, 12, 11.
You could be on a side, but they're going hard.
They
We
have
can't-
an
we can't say this
OVO
page?
owl in their bio. How'd they even get that emoji? It's not even a real. Like,
Yo,
where did they copy it?
watching the meme accounts get divided amongst this has been interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, of
Which is
course
real,
they're
it's real.
biased. You know how many OVO niggas probably follow that page? They probably have like what?
I think Drake follows them.
There you go. So what they gonna think? What? They're not gonna mess up that tie.
But even the comments, people are like, even the comments, people are like, yo, we get it, but like you're wilding.
Yeah.
fam. Like the comments are like, all right, you're doing too much.
I gotta go check it out now. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so like I said, we're on that. Wild accusations are thrown out, right? Everyone's like, okay, so we literally have abuser versus
And it's
predator.
like everybody shows up for that wasn't even, maybe it was like, okay, yeah, we know they're beefing. And then you just know that like people that are energized about the elimination of Drake are now showing up more. You may not, like they dislike Drake more than they like Kendrick. Like
Yeah.
they don't even really have a dog that much in this
Right.
fight. They just know, okay, the guy I don't like,
Okay,
it
yeah.
might be up for them. So,
So
let me
let's-
rally behind that some more.
Yep. So
Kendrick
then
has
listen.
much more goodwill.
Meet the Grams comes out strategically, great play. Amazing. Great song, not really. Great play, absolutely. That's probably the best play in all of this rap beef. 100%. Okay, cool. Now we have that. We have Abuser versus Child Predator. And now everyone's up in array, and people are like, oh, yeah, Family Matters is still a great song after the dust settles. The song is better than Meet the Grams. The song is better than Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, Twitter's going on Twitter. Oh, my God. Kendrick has no replay value. Oh, my God. This is why back-to-back's the best. Oh, my God. You cannot play this again. Oh, my God. This is not a banger. Oh, my God. Too many melodies. Too many pianos and violins. Oh, my God.
You
Kendrick.
say melody, dude. You keep saying melodies for the Kendrick tracks. That's not melodies. Melodies is the Drake shit.
What do you mean?
I like Drake with the melodies.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I
melodies
say...
is musical with your voice and playing with melodies.
Yeah, melodies like
You don't think
harmonizing and
he's-
stuff.
Kendrick's not doing that. No.
Okay, wait. But that's what Twitter saying.
Okay, all right.
Anyways, yeah. Nothing. The production's not there. Oh, like, we can't play this again. This is why Kendrick's out. We just... Thank you for putting definition melody as sequences. Anyways,
It's
so
not
we had that
Kendrick.
for a couple days. Oh, what happens? I think that Drake was the one who leaked the information. What happens if Drake was the one who leaked the information about the 11-year-old girl? Oh, I think it might be a play on Drake's end that he was the actual one who tried to play Kendrick and blah, blah, blah. Drake's on Twitter. That's all I'm going to say.
Drake saw on Twitter.
Drake's on Twitter.
Oh, Drake's
Also-
on
He
Twitter.
they see everything.
We didn't acknowledge
Yeah, the
this
mole
too.
in the camp thing?
Immediately after Meet the Grams came out, he was on his story like, "Yo, someone show me this 11-year-old girl."
Yes,
Apparently,
yes.
like he was on that very, very quick.
Him addressing that outside of the
That's a
PDF
good
file
point.
is nuts. What?
He did it like 5 minutes after. He posted right away. He was ready with that. That helps the mole in the camp theory.
But
You think?
but
Or he
I
just
think
heard
so.
the song?
is
He
that
heard
how
the
you
song.
Like,
react?
what?
If you orchestrated some crazy thing and you fake mole 11-year-old girl at work, you executed it, the way that you're revealing it is just jumping on your story like that with a picture of yourself. And
What should he have done? Have like another song ready or something?
I would have had a video of me on the phone with the fake moles being like have like
Oh,
receipts
shit.
to be like, no,
Okay.
see, you're wrong. Like this is I planted all of it. I would like
And we get into that in the next track.
Exactly.
Drake drops.
So
Oh, right,
Again.
my fault, yeah.
Drake drops again.
Wait, no. I'm
No,
not-
so then the dust settles. Twitter's going on fire. Whatever. It's Saturday evening. I'm on my way to Love
dust
It.
never settled. It had been
Right?
high from
I
the
mean,
Dust
I
was
the
thought,
high.
I thought it was settling. I thought it
People
was
were
settling.
arguing.
So we're on our way to Love It the Function now.
After
I'm
party.
on the no Love It the Function, the event.
Okay.
We're on our way, Love It the Function. It's Saturday evening. We're driving. We're stuck in traffic. we're late for the show. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. Kendrick drops.
And remember, all the number one thing that people say for Kendrick, bro, no one wants to hear this. He makes no
No one
bops.
plays that in the
No one
club.
plays this in the
You don't
club.
wanna-
All this stuff is weak.
That's
Everybody sucks. And then he drops something like this.
That's definitely.
Aye. Mustard on the beat, ho, deep, bo, deep.
I said,
I was like,
hard. Good job, Kendrick. Hard.
The industry can hate me. Fuck 'em all, ain't they, mama? How many options
I
did
was
he got? I
like,
mean, it's too many
nah.
options.
Let him get
I'm
to the
finna
one.
pass on this body. I'm John Stockton.
Oh, that's
He dropped it.
He
He
tried
tried
to
it.
hide the Bible, God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified
And
boogie
he
man,
was
I'm the
so
one that up the score.
smart.
Walking down
He was
whole
so
time, I know
smart when
got
he
some
did
hoe in
this.
him, pole on him.
I'll talk
extra
about it
shit.
after
What
this
he
is
got
done,
for him?
but he was so smart in this, and I don't want to get too ahead of it, but there already started to be a divide, even just through the regular beef of like the West Coast is supporting Kendrick, people who support Drake, XYZ, and then it kind of turned into like a Americans versus Canadian thing. And we can
It
get
got
into that
very
after.
xenophobic.
the Canadian.
We'll get
The
into
Canadian
that
dropped
after.
again.
We could get into the nuances after we talk about all the tracks.
Yeah.
But the thing that he did with this that I think is smart, that some people don't think is smart, because I saw a lot of people who support Drake be like, bro, he's just making tracks that no one's gonna listen to, some West Coast stuff that people are crip walking and all that, and this is trash and da.
Culturally unaware.
What he did with this is united his side even more. Because now he's like, I made something cultural for us that we're gonna play, we're gonna bang, we're gonna dance to, that we like. You guys might not understand it, but we don't care and we love it, just like we don't care about you guys. So it divides whoever's on what side even more. And the fact that it is a bop, and the fact that people are making dance videos and girls are making video. You know the video, and I think I sent it. Did I send it to the group? Do you know the main video that everyone's posting of the girl with the green eyes, and she's like,
Oh, in the club?
Toronto,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah. Saying
West
fuck
Coast,
Drake.
fuck Drake.
Yeah.
So that girl, her name is Zoli. I know Zoli. I feel like I talked about her.
Too close to me.
I talked about her a couple episodes ago. She's the girl on the Wu-Tang show. She plays Ree or Rue on Wu-Tang.
Okay.
And remember, I said I ran into her here at Soho House.
Yeah.
So I saw that. She's like, fuck Toronto, nigga. Da, 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 da. I sent it to her. I'm like, yo, what you said fuck me for?
Yeah.
I get it, but like, what do you, like, what's going on? And she was just laughing because the video was going viral. Like, it was on her story.
Yeah, it did numbers. I saw
remember seeing it on her story before someone took it on her story and it went
blew
viral.
up. Yeah.
But that's kind of how it was going. My LA homies and homegirls were calling me, dancing to the song, Crip walking in the camera. Like, he really did something with that. He really did.
Listen.
Kill shot.
He did.
Another kill shot.
The lyrics, it was catchy. And at first, I didn't know how Kendrick was gonna do like a catchy song. I didn't see it coming. I'm not gonna lie.
You underestimated him? It's
I
Kendrick.
might have.
I heard it unmixed at first and thought it was kind of like I didn't like it at first. Like but mixed, the final is
It's clean.
Yeah,
Amazing.
he hasn't made something to play outside in like
in a
12
long
years.
time.
Yeah,
that's the
100%. No,
thing.
that's a fact. That's not even like a diss. That's a fact.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't think
it
of it. Or maybe
is.
the Baby Keem stuff, but that's it.
Yeah. And then it's very neat because we were talking about it before, like having Mustard do the beat is surprising as well because we haven't heard Mustard on like a big song in a long time.
He's doing his thing, but that sound
That's a very
is
like
very
Specific.
prime
Thought it was
Mustard.
2014 again.
Yeah, that was like a
Shit.
prime Mustard sound. And I think this was the first track that is danceable. And in this era of like TikTok and stuff, that's important.
I agree.
Because it's gonna spread the song even more. So like, because Family Matters is a banger. Like, you'll play it, but it's not fun. Like, none of the songs were fun. This was the first diss song that I can remember. Can we even think of another song? Because Back to Back wasn't really fun. It was aggressive.
Yeah,
I think
this is
I thought it
it's
was all
aggressive.
fun.
Girls too.
No,
as
but
well.
it's
It was
Yeah, but it's a song that like you're saying it, pointing your finger in someone's face.
Oh,
That's how you
it's
say Back
aggressive.
to Back. It's
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah.
This
is
is
jovial.
the first
This
diss.
is kind of aggressive in that.
No, but this is the first diss song where
It's dancey.
it's fun.
Well, there's
you
art-
cannot listen to the lyrics and just be like bopping to it. You
Well,
can't
there's
do
an
that
art
for
to
other.
it because he was able to find that element and also call the man a pedophile again.
Have
So,
people screaming it.
The whole
Like,
song
we
is
mean-
about that. The cover art's crazy.
Let me. What's the cover art for this?
like a sex
Oh,
offender
it's a sex
registry?
offender
Oh, the
registry
one
on
with all
Drake's
the-
house. Yeah. Let me hear you say "OV ho." Like
Oh,
what?
He has
shit.
call-
Oh shit! When
and
he said
all of
that, I
that-
was fuck.
all of
Call-in
that.
chant?
I was like,
Yeah, the call-in responses.
Yeah, call and response. That's very,
He put the very simple stuff at the end
yeah.
to make it. He made that for the internet. That
Yeah.
part of it. Freaky ass nigga, he is listening
Yeah,
like God.
nah,
Hey, nigga, nigga,
That's the one that made me smirk. I was
Step
trying to
this
keep
way.
it
Step
because
that
Zoe
way.
played it for me at 10 p.m. on Saturday because I was too busy to hear it at first. And I can tell she was trying to look and be like, yo, this guy can't hate on this one. And that's what really made me smirk. That 69 God shit, I'm like, all right, this guy's actually hilarious.
Yeah, he was. This one was a genius.
This
move.
was another genius move
I did not
by
expect
Kendrick.
it at all.
Chess move.
Very impressed.
Like I said, you double down on your diss. You give us a club banger. It, like I said, it's LA sound. Because I also made a tweet, and I said, academics. I kind of quoted academics loosely because he was like, "Yo, like he's posting videos of the LA clubs. Like, yo, like LA's behind Kendrick. Toronto, where you at?" And Toronto, you know that meme of the girl looking at the phone and looking back up? I
Yeah,
tweeted
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and it was like Toronto, and the girl, because yo, not once have I heard Toronto say, "Yo, fuck LA, fuck it."
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're saying we're
no.
like in shambles. We're fighting
When
each
have
other.
you seen someone
Like,
from Toronto say "fuck LA"?
Not exactly, but when Push Up drops for that weekend, I guess it was. I was at the club twice, and they played Like That, cut off Kendrick, and played Push Ups. in Toronto.
I get that, but that's like a smart like thing to do.
Okay, I'm all right, but I'm just saying we're not
Yeah.
dick
But I
riding for
also
Kendrick or
think-
anything.
No.
So, but my
No,
thing is,
definitely not.
You mentioned this on the pod before. You said Toronto's a space where we can play New York drill, we can play
Yeah.
UK drill, we
Facts,
can play West Coast, we can play Toronto, we can play a mix of everything.
Mhm.
I want to know which Toronto DJ is going to drop this. 'Cause like I said, we always like to play middle ground. We like to love everybody. Oh, it's
There-
song. I would love to know which Toronto DJ would drop this.
No, there's gonna be DJs that play this, but it's not gonna be. How do I say this?
Don't play it at like pop bottle scammers or in the club type place.
The places that no, Zoe, the places that we would probably frequent aren't gonna play this.
Where do we even frequent?
Certain like if you said, yo, I went to the club on Friday, any club we would guess is not gonna play this song.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I'll say. Any club we would guess you went to is not gonna play this.
They might play it at
The
Century.
hole in the wall spots, the spots for like the other side of
Yeah.
Toronto.
Juliet might play it.
And even that, I don't know.
I don't think they
I don't
would.
think they would.
Because that's kind of a
Yeah.
scary,
Yeah.
scary spot.
Apartment 200's not playing it?
Shit.
Maybe
Apartment-
depending on the night. Depends
depending
on the night.
I think- I was gonna
Apartment.
say-
They're running that on Monday.
Yeah,
Depending
They're
on the
running that on
DJ
Monday.
and depending
Yeah.
on the night, they would play it.
yeah.
I think Apartment would play it.
Amen. All I'm saying is
44 is not playing it.
44 is
No.
not
Yeah.
playing that.
No, 44 is not playing it. They're also, like I said, one thing I will say is when I made that tweet, I just thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious because I haven't heard no one from Toronto really come out and, like, yeah, fuck Kendrick, yo, fuck
Yeah.
LA, blah, blah, blah. So I tweeted that. The tweet kind of blew up. The quotes of people like, yeah, fuck Drake. Yeah, what the hell's Drake done for us? Blah, blah, blah. I didn't realize. And even Americans were like, yo, like, the quotes on this bitch is crazy. Like, we didn't realize how many people from Toronto were fuck Drake. And my thing is, I wouldn't say a majority of people are fuck Drake in
Vocal
Toronto.
minority.
Yes.
Mm.
Minority, yes,
Probably,
but
I'll
not.
say so.
minority.
I would say minority, yes, but not as minor as you think it is.
Sure. It would probably
Like, yes,
surprise
it's
some
less,
Americans.
but I don't
49% a minority. I guess.
Yeah, that's what maybe not 49, but it's less than like
44, 45.
right.
yeah.
But my thing is, and people can argue this however you want. People's points were, the God's Plan video. Why? People brought that up a lot. Even
Yeah.
outside of my tweet, people were like, yo, when he went to Miami and helped out people in Florida and gave out all those bans, that's where he lost people in Toronto. Which, to me, I didn't really care. But I can see the
You
perspective.
see the sense. You get
like,
the sense.
did we actually get mad at that in 2018?
100% people. He got a shit
I don't
ton
think
of
it was.
backlash.
It wasn't like a overwhelming like riot, but people did say that.
100%
It was a
people
thing.
were pissed.
Really?
I remember it being a thing.
People brought it back up now when they're like, yo, you want us to ride for this guy? Tell him Miami to ride for him.
I don't know. I mean, we talked about it pre-show, but being mad that other people got a handout instead of you is kind of weird to me.
I don't
Be
think it's
happy. Look
necessary.
at how sad
felt
those
like
children look.
Mucho's good because when you put it like that,
It's weird.
it sounds different.
No.
But you can see the other side of it
Mm.
to where it's like, if I'm down bad,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But then you go outside and you meet someone else who's down bad,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna feel a way that you didn't help me and you helped them because we're close.
Facts. Especially if we have
And
a
that's
personal
not really
relationship.
And I don't
But
think
they
that's
have
being
a
a hater.
parasocial relationship with Drake.
Who?
The city of
Yeah.
Toronto.
Yeah, like,
But my point is, like I said, if Drake, you are the king of the city, you put the city on your back and this, and that. Like I said, I personally don't care. But I do see the angle. The city that you're from, the city Toronto, I love you. Toronto is everything. Toronto, you raised me, blah, blah, blah. Shout out Easton, Weston, Forest Hill, whatever. To me, it's like, whether you, like I said, just even putting a spotlight on us, aside from like, okay, you opened up the Rogers Dome for the headlines video. Cool. Like, why would you go to why in Miami? Even if he went to his dad's hometown, it would make more sense to me.
Mm.
His dad's from where? Memphis. Even if he went to Memphis, that would kind of be, okay, your dad's from Memphis. There's some areas in Memphis that maybe need some help. That kind of makes it. Why the fuck are you giving out money in Miami?
You saw
And
that?
I
Yeah.
feel like Drake's probably done stuff behind the scenes like that we don't know about in the city.
Oh,
I'm
for
sure
sure,
that's
yeah.
happened. But just like public facing, I could see how some people could try and say that, oh, he hasn't done XYZ just because like people don't know about it.
I
get
think
how people could
if you
say
ask
that.
10 people, do you think Drake has put on enough for Toronto? 7 out of 10 are saying no.
7 out of 10 would say no.
Yeah.
I think that's
Random
a,
person on the
I think that's a
street,
different question that
Yeah,
he
that's
does at all.
different.
You know, like
No, I don't-
enough is very
Okay, do you? Yeah, but I think like
And what's
compared
in the,
to
and
what?
that's subjective too. Like,
because some people will say he's not done anything for us, right? Like some people
and
will
I don't
say
think
that.
that's true.
Okay, so what are some things you think Drake has done for Toronto?
It depends,
Spot.
and it also depends on what we're talking about when we say things he's done. Do we mean like?
Because people are talking about it like, oh, he hasn't built schools or like, you know,
Like, yeah,
like
do we mean
community
like
sort
that?
of efforts, which I think is
Or
like
are
valid.
we just talking about? Because if we're just talking about like
He made the album Views,
socially,
like-
if we're talking about socially, he's
Yeah.
arguably done the most.
Like
Like,
spotlight
ever.
wise, yeah.
Like
yeah.
spotlight
representation wise.
Okay, no, I'm talking about like
representation-wise.
more community
Like
wise.
community
Then
work
that I
and
think is
stuff,
what
then
people
I
are
don't know.
speaking to.
Yeah, like our media, like Canadian media is in shambles. You know, there's not a lot of places that creatives can go to. Artists are struggling. Like, there's a
I
lot
don't know.
complete lack of funding when it comes to creatives, music, anything in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Our radio stations are literally dying.
That is true.
He could definitely do more, but I'm in a weird situation because
Because he follows you.
No, not because he follows me. With this answer, because that's crazy. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't
You're right.
publicize this.
You're right.
We don't know.
I'm not quite sure. You know what I
And
mean? But
technically speaking, he doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Technically.
and it's
Now that's a harsh angle to take because
Mm-hmm.
people would assume that if you love your city, you're gonna do stuff, but nobody's obligated to do anything.
you know what?
But I don't agree with that though. I'm just saying, technically speaking,
I just think if I ever made it big to the point where I have hundreds of millions of dollars, I'm coming back to Brampton. What the hell?
Really?
to
100
Brampton?
Yes.
What are you
from
doing?
Brampton.
What's your initiative?
Handing out bands on the street, just exactly like Drake did.
Okay.
But you're gonna make sure someone's filming that hoe though.
No.
What? Or
I
else
mean,
we-
maybe.
Or else
I'm
we're
not
gonna
kidding.
Or else
But
we're
I
gonna talk shit about you on the podcast.
I mean, well, yes, yeah, that's right too. But my thing, or if I had the opportunity, if I was doing this video or something, I would probably do it in my hometown. I wouldn't do it in New York City
Fair enough.
just because I love New York. I'm not doing it out there. There's people who need it here.
I just give Drake the benefit of the doubt in this situation just because he actually came back here and moved here. Like somebody like The Weeknd, right? Who just moved and never came back. I feel like just intrinsically he's probably done less. I know.
So you think Drake moving back here?
because you're rooted here now. You know what I mean? Like we don't know. We don't know
we can
anything.
do the Exos thing.
Yeah, he does, and we were talking about how Drake helped with Project Remix and stuff. So sure,
Drake did help or didn't help?
Well, I mean, he helped set it. Like it's his crew that helped set up Project Remix. Am I not tripping? when I say
Remix
that?
Project Drake set it up?
Isn't it? Isn't that like OVO funded? That's how it
No,
started.
I don't think so.
That's how it started.
they
no?
worked out of there. Like his people, like
Oh, they were
work
part
with
of
it.
Remix.
Yeah, they were a part of like founding.
They were the first
like
class,
40
yeah.
and them type of people. Like
Okay.
helped. Like were
But
like
are they
teachers in
consistently
Remix.
pushing it forward now?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. But he just brought up EXO House. So if you bring that up, then I gotta bring up Remix Project.
Do you gotta? You gotta? Like you gotta?
It's. I mean, isn't it like the same thing? Like it's his crew who started it, and it's his crew who started the other one. And Remix. I keep saying Project
I don't
Remix.
know.
Remix
But-
Project.
But we're getting on a tangent. Let's get back to the music.
Well,
My bad.
that was a fly. Sorry. So yes. So whatever. We got They Not Like Us. Banger. Great. He doubles down on the PDF file claims. It's a club banger. You know, LA's throwing it up. Toronto's like, I don't know. This is crazy. Are we gonna play it? Are we not gonna play it? They don't really care. Some people are saying fuck Drake. Some people are like, this is too much. Then how many days go by? Maybe 1, 2 before we
next-
get the
the-
Heart Part 6.
Sunday, right?
Right.
That was Sunday.
Yes, this was Sunday because I was at my cousin's event or party or whatever. And yeah, we got a text Drake dropped. I'm like, oh God. Can't even listen to it because I'm at this,
Yeah.
my aunt's house or whatever. Like, this is crazy. And
This is when we start feeling because there was a week of just like, yo, who dropped? Who
yeah.
dropped?
And
like,
at this point, I'm annoyed.
yeah.
I'm like, yo.
I remember
like,
being exhausted at this point.
I don't even
Yeah,
really
yeah.
care. Like, whatever. The Heart. I did the Heart Part 6. Sorry. Okay, so you have the play on Kendrick's series of songs. He throws out another crazy allegation that Kendrick was molested based on what he says on Mother Eye Sober. Which
Why were you laughing at that, bro?
Because he didn't
say that.
interpret. Because he didn't say that. He
Oh,
misunderstood
Kendrick
him.
didn't say that on.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
because Kendrick never said that on the song.
Okay.
So I'm confused as to why he put, oh, the reason why you're, which I think another insane angle from this beef is, you want to call me a PDF file? Yeah, because I'm triggered because you got, like, what? What?
You're in a street fight.
Yeah. It's a lot of.
He's grabbing nuts.
He pulled his hair. You gotta grab his ear. I don't know.
Drake
like-
is grabbing insane nuts because what type of angle is that? Yeah, you were abused as a child. That's why you're mad because you think I be abusing kids? What? Again, crazy. Then he doubles down on the day free thing, and you know your business partners, your baby mom's baby dad, and all this stuff. And Whitney, you should hit me up, and when I hit you back, it's gonna be much safer. I think it's also a crazy bar.
Yeah.
He's
that was-
doubling down
that's
on a
kinda
lot.
fire.
He's also saying a lot.
The rapping was good.
The rapping was good.
It was really good.
Really?
It wasn't bad. I think it was decent.
I
It
think
was
that I
good.
think that song sucked, man.
The part 6,
Didn't like it.
I don't like the song at all.
Mm.
Only listened to it twice.
Because it's kind of like a disclaimer, like, but also, how do you walk back any of the things that, like, the whole PDF file thing? I don't know how you speak to that
Yeah.
without looking crazy. Because
Well-
if you don't say anything, it's even worse. Like,
Yeah,
if he was
tough
to make
position.
if he was to make that song and not address any of that, that would probably be worse. But to say, I'm not a PDF file is like, you look even crazier. Like, say,
Yeah.
like, have it,
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
so
it's a lose-lose
mas-
if you don't
was a
say
lose-lose.
anything.
masterful play by Kendrick.
Yeah,
like,
if you
what-
don't say anything, people are like, what? And if you do say anything, people are like, what? You know what I'm saying? So it's anyways a lose-lose, but he does address it. He kind of plays the card as like, yeah, I knew you were going to come with that. And my thing is, even
And-
Rory said it on
And
Rory
this
and
is the
Mal
one where
weeks
he
ago.
says he planted the
Yes,
info
I'm gonna get
about
there.
the.
But even Rory and Mal say like, you know, we know Drake likes young women. Like they even before this rap beef was like just even before it even like hit the tip, they're like, yeah, like Drake. We know what we know about Drake.
Pause.
You're gonna pull the whatever. Pause you. You're gonna pull the he likes young women and you know he's maybe a
Says it
deadbeat
in the
dad or
Tupac
whatever.
song.
Same thing, right? So he pulls the angle like, yeah, I knew that Epstein stuff was coming and Ray Detain. He's never looked at no teen and blah 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 all this stuff. And then Tresor's point again. Then he
Says that he planted the information about like the 11-year-old, and
which I don't fucking believe
I
at
don't
all.
believe it either.
Really?
I
believe it
don't
either.
believe it.
I don't believe. You know how easy it is for like Kendrick to get bad information, and now I'm Drake, and I heard that, and now I'm just like, aha, it was me the whole time.
I don't
There's
believe
no
it.
proof.
But how would he get this bad info?
Anyone can say anything
And
to
what
anybody.
about the cover art
The cover art of
that he deleted?
All
Oh,
the,
with
all
the-
the
with
bottles
the
and
bu-
stuff.
Because
What?
doesn't he say that he fed that too?
That I don't think is true either, because I heard
Because
from
he
Roy
clearly
and
is like,
Mal's-
oh yeah, I did fuck up. Let me delete that.
I heard from Roy and Mal's thing where allegedly what happened with that, you guys can correct me. Someone said they got their hands on Drake's dad's suitcase, and someone gave it to Kendrick, and like this is some of the stuff, and this is like Drake's
Drake's
Ozempic
medication.
pills.
Does he
and
not
all
talk about that here?
I
Yeah.
don't. I think so.
He talks about
But
it. He talks about the picture. Yeah.
But the thing is, like,
Right there. It's right there. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication.
Yeah,
keep going
even
up.
yeah.
So he's
yeah.
saying
the
he planted
Maybach
that
glove
too.
and the drug he uses is
But-
less than inflation.
but even Rory and Mal were saying, well, Rory was saying, like, how would that even be possible? Like, is Kendrick like foolish enough to? So you think that someone came like from Memphis or from Toronto and stole Drake's dad's suitcase, brought it to Kendrick, and he just has it, and like that just happened scot free, and it just so happened to have Drake's medication in Drake's dad's suitcase, like.
It was probably
It
the
makes
picture
no
that they
sense.
shopped if they did do that though. Like it probably wasn't like they brought physically all this stuff and then Kendrick's
And do
people
you know
laid it
how-
out and took the picture.
Do you know how easy it is for me to make a fake label on a pill bottle and put Drake Graham Ozempic
Yeah.
and take a picture of it?
Listen,
I'm
the
not
song
buying
was
it.
But if you made a
underwhelming.
fake one, why would you take it down? Like if you did this,
No, I'm not saying Kendrick did it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just saying when Drake's saying that he planted it, I don't believe
That's
that.
harder to believe.
But I thought you can't have like drugs or like any like paraphernalia on cover art. I thought that's a
Oh.
thing.
Is that right?
I thought it
didn't know
was.
Hold on, let me see.
Isn't Pusha T's album Daytona just cocaine on a kitchen counter?
everyone.
But is that even still up?
I don't know
even
if that
like-
counts.
I don't know if cocaine is in the actual picture.
Or
like,
if it's just a picture of a pile of coke, you could probably get away with that. You could say that's anything.
But
But
actual
if it's a
pills
pill
and stuff.
bottle that says Ozempic on it,
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah, here we go.
drug use
Yeah,
or drug
depictions of
paraphernalia.
drug use or so I think I personally think that's the reason why it was taken down outside of, oh my god, it's fake. Let me take it down. I feel like Drake is capped for this. I don't believe that he was this master manipulator and he said, yeah, let's give Kendrick. I think he was reading Twitter. I think Twitter, psycho people on Twitter came up with this fake conspiracy theory and Drake said, that sounds hard.
Yeah. And
That
the
makes
fake-
sense.
Yeah, with the bottle.
That random
and the
account with no
11-year-old.
face, that viral tweet, take that story.
I don't necessarily believe he planted the 11-year-old either.
I don't think he planted that either.
I believe Kendrick.
I don't know.
I
None
believe-
of us know, but I don't believe it.
I
There's
believe,
too many conflicting things because even in the Family Matters video, doesn't he have the picture of the girl in the background?
but like they be saying that. But did we actually look? Someone just circled something in the background. Did we look? Can we pull it
It was
up?
like
please?
wild blurry.
Yeah,
I
it was
think-
bad blurry.
I think it was there, but like, what is that? Was that little girl supposed to be his daughter? I don't understand. Like, what's the even relevancy of that?
It's like, haha, like, gotcha. Like,
and then
Putting
they,
the little girl in the back
here's the person you thought was my daughter. Yeah.
but it says who?
on a poster outside of a barn
They put some like random
or a shed
girl,
or whatever.
They put some like random girl and said this is the girl that they're referencing. How do we even
How
know
do we
that's
know
true
that?
either?
Exactly. This is internet conspiracy theorists who are off their rocker, just making shit out of their ass. And Drake's like, I think some of this might work. I really don't think he planted this master manipulator mold.
And this is my
War
thing.
general.
When we're talking about lies and what happened and what didn't happen, this is also a part of
The worst part about it.
the worst part
Yeah.
about it because now it's like because both sides, Kendrick fans and Drake fans, are saying that's a lie, this is true. And nobody knows if anything's true
Nothing,
and
we
nobody
don't
knows
know.
if anything is a lie. They're saying Drake's a PDF file. They're saying Kendrick abused his wife. And then that's where Drake said, where's the why hasn't Whitney come out and said that
Why hasn't she denied the
why hasn't
allegations?
she denied
Yeah.
the allegations? I don't think that's fair either. We've never
Yeah.
heard Kendrick's wife talk ever.
Yeah.
It's different if she was very
Her brother-
vocal
And it's
now
also
she's
not his
silent.
wife.
Her brother vocalized in support of Kendrick.
Oh, really?
Her brother tweeted something about Drake,
Yeah.
like, yeah, fuck Drake or something.
Look
so.
at men defending abusers. Crazy.
Do we, my
It would
thing
be
is,
different.
listen, I'm not saying we don't know what we
I'm
can
sorry,
say.
I'm
We can say what we personally believe just based on whatever, but nothing is fact to
We
thing.
don't know. We
Drake
don't
is
know.
saying he got facts, and what he's saying is facts, and Kendrick is just
He
saying
does, he
bullshit.
does seem more confident.
He does, but
We don't know that.
we
Like,
don't know. And like
he
I said,
hasn't proved.
We
Drake
don't.
hasn't proved anything either.
maybe by next time. So I hope someone comes with receipts. Everything I say on this podcast comes to fruition with this beef.
Yeah.
Next week we're gonna be like, "Yo, we got all your receipts." Like everyone's moved after has to come with receipts.
But what receipts? There's no. That would be. I don't see any receipts happening. What, we're gonna get a picture of Kendrick's girl with a black eye? Like,
Or I don't know if
Or a
there's a
court
police
document,
report.
yeah.
Yeah, or a court document.
I don't see that.
Or this
Why?
girl's
That's not
birth
hard to find.
certificate.
But I feel like that would have came out already.
Yeah.
One of the
for real.
biggest stars in the world is abuses his like wife or his
So is it a lie?
fiance. I don't know.
But
That's the
wasn't
thing,
it
we
an
don't
allegation
know.
in 2014, like whenever it did happen or something?
Oh, that's actually record?
It was that long ago.
Well, there's like him on the Breakfast Club, and they ask him about it.
Really?
Kendrick.
Hold on, what?
Whoa.
They asked Kendrick on the Breakfast Club if he abused Whitney.
There was a clip floating around, and I watched it for the first time today, and he's kind of like, yeah, people are like lying, saying this and that. Like when you're
Old clip
wow.
from Kendrick on the Breakfast Club addresses rumors of beating his woman. So just tell me, you
Wow.
watch it. He said it's cap. That's what he said in the thing.
yeah, like, but he also made it sound like, oh, people just make up anything, like.
He says ignorant foolishness stuff.
Most ignorant I've ever made up. Yeah.
And then he goes on to say like, oh, well, there's actually women that do get, so like, you know, that contributes to that. He says the right things. He says the perfect things.
Interesting.
So
Sounds like the type of things that a crisis management team would tell you to say.
Right.
But,
But-
this is tough, and this is the sticky part about both of these allegations, because these are two allegations that, even if you deny it, the allegation alone is enough for people to run with it for
Right.
both on both sides.
Right.
And these
Makes
are
it not
both
fun.
these are both like super serious allegations to where like you can't really win on both of them, because now until there's proof or not, and how do you not like
Disprove it?
you can't disprove either of these. How does Drake prove he's not a PDF file?
Yeah.
And how does Kendrick prove he never beat his wife?
Mm.
What would it be? His wife has to come out and say he's never beat her.
It's impossible.
Is
Because
that
even if
enough?
she says that, then
Yeah,
it's, then
people
it's
are gonna say,
Stockholm
well,
syndrome.
Yeah, then it's Stockholm syndrome. Yeah,
And
exactly.
he paid you, and you're
They're
just,
both they both put each other in a lose-lose.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if Millie Bobby Brown comes out and says, "Yeah, nothing ever happened. It was completely innocent," like, okay, like,
Yeah.
it's still.
Yeah, I don't think anybody nobody believes Drake was in a relationship with Millie Bobby Brown.
You been on Twitter, brother?
Oh my
this
God.
is just when
Why are you texting a 12-year-old? Why do you even have her number?
this is
Yeah,
just the
man.
part of
Or
the
was she 12
internet
or 14?
where, like,
I don't
the
know. Sometime.
stupid, like the
Well.
stupid people on the internet take clips out of context, and now these are things that they're running with.
Mhm.
People are pulling back up the stuff with Drake on his tour with the 17-year-old on stage.
That girl's speaking out too.
People are pulling up academics saying he doesn't think there's a big difference between 17 and
Oh my
23.
God.
Yo, the Metro Boomin tweets,
But
bro.
they're
Yeah.
alleging that now he's talking about that when this clip was from like 10 years ago.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
Academics wasn't even tweeting back then.
Yeah, people are pulling up, like Metro.
Oh,
stuff
Metro
about-
grooming.
Metro.
Cold.
Oh,
Metro
wow.
grooming.
What
You
are
gu-
the?
You guys
what are
haven't
the
heard
Metro,
about that?
What is Metro
Metro-
grooming?
Go look, yeah, get these up on the
Yeah,
fucking
He
Metro-
has
Jumbotron.
some crazy
These
tweets.
are crazy.
But also, and I'm not defending anyone, I'm just on the side of facts. Have we checked to see if these are real
They're
Metro
real tweets. They're real tweets. Like they got just
They got
deleted.
retweeted.
Maybe there's some fake ones in the middle of the storm, but yeah, most of them are
Well,
real.
there was one where he was like something about hashtag one of my followers. About to tell one of my followers, AJ none but a number. That one's real because I saw someone actually retweet it in real time.
There's-
You can't retweet a tweet that doesn't
Or the
exist.
one where he's like, "Oh, I got both my
But
hands
even
in my
that's
pocket
dangerous.
like a real PDF file." Like,
What?
that's
But
what he
also,
Mhm.
even that, the AJ,
Yeah, ain't nothing
I'm
but
about
a
to tell
number.
one of my followers, AJ nothing but a number. This is dangerous too because now that this is the context of what we're looking
she could
at.
be older.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
could
yeah.
be the young
Yeah.
one talking to someone older.
Yeah. You have to zoom in. I can't read that.
I'll beat the charge retweet. This girl's 13.
Like,
Oh,
how do we
Lord.
how do we know this was a real
Well,
tweet?
I know it's a little bit murky because you're right.
There's-
you can
yeah.
just copy. You could just like Photoshop anything. But the majority of these that I'm seeing,
of
I
them were
swear
real.
I've seen them.
I saw them on
retweeted.
Twitter. Yeah. People were
Yeah.
retweeting them a lot
Yeah.
on the timeline.
And this is 2013. That's still like shock era.
It still kind of
Twitter,
is, yeah.
right?
But
So I could see that happening. And Metro, how old is he in 20?
19. He wasn't that
He's like
young.
not
Maybe
famous
20.
yet, recklessly tweeting. He definitely got caught slipping though. That's
He got caught slipping. That's it.
Yeah.
He got caught slipping.
But one thing I'm not fucking with Metro right now is like, I understand he's the producer and he can't rap to respond, but fuck all these Metro tweets, man.
Oh, the tweets.
Like,
yes.
I'm over Metro and putting out, like, he's.
What about the BBL Drizzy stuff?
That was a great
that?
move.
That's a good move.
It was a
That's
great
You
good
got
move.
people
But
in
him-
Chinese dissing Drake.
It was a great move.
See?
You guys are dumb.
BBL
Him,
Drizzy was a great
bringing
move.
up I think he retweeted or quote tweeted the 17-year-old clip. Then he brought back.
This is clearly fake.
I know this is fake.
Yeah.
I know.
Then he brought back the clip or the picture of Drake in blackface. Like, don't bring up this old shit that you
Yeah.
didn't care about because you were working with Drake and up his ass
Yeah.
way after that. Like, that's whack to me. Don't do that play.
All the people making these echoing the allegations being said about Drake, but we're all with him
Thank
for
you.
years and stuff.
It's
Like, it
giving,
wasn't a problem.
My
then.
homegirl's mad at me now, so I'm about to expose her. Like, fuck out of here. We already knew that shit. It already circled. Like,
But are
you
we-
guys were not doing nothing when it dropped then, so don't try to be on your we hate Drake train and bring it up now.
are we
That's a whack ass
surprised?
play to me.
But are we
Metro play some
surprised?
fucking drums.
Talk
like, for
to
real.
him. Yeah.
But
Because
are
that
we
is whack to
surprised?
me.
But are we
I'm not surprised, but I mean, like-
Everybody, like a lot of people do this
It's lame.
in the music industry or
in
life. Oh, wow.
When
It's
they fall
lame.
out with people, now everything you did was
This
horrible.
nigga
but it
tweeting
wasn't
47
bad
tweets a
when-
minute, bringing up old shit we already done fucking circulated long time ago. Next.
He's just mad. He has
I
no
love
other
I
how
understand,
Metro
but it's
Boomin is
li-
the person you're the most cheesy.
Yeah, because to me, that's just whack as
But
fuck.
okay, so then
Where were you when that blackface shit dropped before? Making beats, nigga.
okay, but
For
then,
Drake.
Making drums.
okay,
Making
but
drums.
then what should he have done?
Drop the BBL Drizzy shit.
That and just leave it.
Leave
at
it
that.
at that. Bringing up this old, like I said, bringing up this old, the blackface. There's a picture of like Drake like in this guy's arms. The whole
one where he's,
hashtag.
like grabbing The video of Drake like grabbing the dude's ass.
I don't know. Hashtag colonizer. It's like, bro, now you're just on this. He needs to find your own angle. Now you're just hopping on everyone else. But yeah, you can find your own angle and be legit about it. Now you're just hopping on everyone else's shit, bringing up old shit we already saw just because you and your homeboy beefing.
The Atlanta stuff that Kendrick said was clever too. I think that's a narrative. That's a narrative that people try to push about Drake and him like taking that angle. I think it was clever for him to do that as well.
I think Drake knows where to go when he needs his music to rise to the top again.
Oh, got you.
You know, Drake is, like I said, he's not a dumb guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When he's ready, when he has London on his back, he goes to London. When he needs something, he goes to Atlanta. When he needs something, like he's not. Drake tries to fit in where he can, but my thing about Drake, which I could be wrong, but this is just me being an observer. I have nothing against Drake. I don't know him personally, but a whole bunch of, like I said, we're in the world of internet now, right? A whole bunch of old interviews are now resurfacing. A$AP Rocky, there's a video of A$AP Rocky giving Drake his flowers. Like, you know, he says, like, I'm forever indebted to Drake. Drake was the first one to put me on a stage and first one to listen to my rap, and he didn't even want to sign me. He just wanted to spotlight me. All right, cool. Next clip. Kendrick saying the same thing. Yeah, I'm owed to Drake forever. You know, he's the first one, this and that, and this and that. All right, cool. Next one. The Weeknd on the stage. This guy right here is the number one guy. He gave me this platform, blah, 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 crying OVO XO forever. This is it. This is the guy. This is the man. OVO on my chest. The Weeknd, baby.
OVO on my
His
chest.
no, honestly though,
on my
you're doing a lot, but it was a kind of crazy speech. It was a very you should never be able to diss the guy that you talked about like that publicly.
But my thing is,
hold on, put a button in that. Quick side tangent. Speaking of OVO on my chest, have you guys been seeing this thing that's been going around about how now basically like if you ever got a neck tat, you're toast on the internet right now? I feel like he knows what I'm talking about.
The one in the front?
Yeah.
It's
right now there's a wave where they're just pulling up people's neck tats and just saying crazy things about them. Because now you can't get anything on your on your neck. People turn it sus. Someone got blessed. They're saying, what? You're saying you got a blessed throat?
Blessed throat,
Someone got
That's
one of
crazy,
one.
having a
They're saying
blessed
you got a
throat.
one of one throat. Someone got an angel. They're saying you got an angelic throat.
Yeah.
Someone had light at the end of the tunnel, and they're
saying
like,
you got
you're
an
getting a
endless
train
throat.
ran on your throat.
They say you have the Underground Railroad throat.
Oh my God.
Now, and
Throat
it's
that freed the slaves.
it's fried because now realistically, you could say that about anything. Tell me a random thing that someone could put on their throat.
No, that one's too easy.
Name something random.
Shoebox.
They say you could put things in your throat.
Oh God.
You have a box throat.
No.
Your throat is better than box.
Your throat is box.
Ew. Ew.
Need me some throat box.
Throat
Ew.
box.
Oh God.
Ew.
It's bad because you could do it with anything. I was trying to find something that you couldn't make sound crazy, but
Something you could tattoo on your neck.
yeah, there's nothing. Someone put their children.
On their throat.
Yo, baby.
They said you have kids in your throat.
Oh my God.
Throw baby.
But anyways,
Okay, yeah. Anyways,
Drake.
press the button. So, like I said, all these videos are now resurfacing of all these, you know, A$AP Young, The Weeknd Young, and Kendrick Young when
I
they're
thought
first.
that was a person.
Yeah, like which A$AP is
Who's
that?
A$AP Young?
Oh no, younger versions of that when they first come into the game and they're giving Drake all these flowers, right? My thing is when you look at all the and like I said, A$AP, with the exception of A$AP, like A$AP had a really good run, but I mean he's not relevant anymore. And that's why the disses for him is so funny. Because, yeah, what is A$AP going to be doing? Other than knock up Rihanna and dress great, A$AP not doing it. And I don't blame him.
He's modeling. He's doing his.
Yeah, but I don't blame him. Like,
he's a trophy husband.
It's great.
Monday was
I'm cool
his
with
Super
it.
Bowl.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. But my thing is, there's a pattern, right? So Drake is Drake, and he's kind of came out the gate really hot, and everyone knew he was going to be the next best thing, and he lived up to that. But my thing is, I personally think that Drake has a complex that he wants to stay. There's certain people that when they're on top, they want to stay on top. Nobody can pass them in this lifetime. Mm-hmm. I think Drake is that type of person.
Yeah.
Him and LeBron are at similar places.
I I don't think so.
I
I
don't
think
think that's
LeBron.
comparable.
I don't think it's comparable, and also sports is
Yeah,
no.
sports is a bit
Longevity?
different.
I don't. I think it is a
No,
fair.
we're talking
like,
about longevity. No, but I don't think
someone who's been him for.
I don't think. Can I land? I don't think LeBron puts down other players so they can never surpass him.
Okay.
Shit, Kyrie left.
Yeah, but Kyrie
Yeah,
left
but
because he wanted
Kyrie-
to do his own thing.
Exactly.
LeBron.
Well,
That
rinse
wasn't
a,
like
he
the
will rinse a
weekend.
whole team at trade deadline
LeBron-
because they're not like
Kyrie's the weekend.
D'Lo this past play. No,
Yeah.
like, he's
But
not
they're-
great to play.
No, but the weekend. It's possible, but I think the difference is LeBron wanted him to do good because he wants to win.
Yeah.
He needs you to win to play good so he can win.
yeah, Kevin Love was 28 and 15 before he went to Cleveland,
He said, "Fuck that."
So what do you mean?
And
so
then
you
and then became a 20 and 10 stretch four. Like it's same. The narrative that you said about LeBron not using people or putting people down in order to get to certain.
I don't agree.
You think LeBron puts people down?
I
Or-
don't think so.
I don't agree either.
I don't know. Maybe it's a false equivalency. They're not
Yeah.
bar for bar the
I
same
don't think you
people.
can even compare
I
the
just
two.
think the longevity aspect is similar. Yeah.
Outside of longevity,
People who want to stay number one, people who want to, I think they kind of have a similar thing with that right now.
But-
and they kind of have to hand over a torch.
my point is, Drake is that person that because he's so successful and powerful and he's been running the game for the past 20-something years, I think, just based on how things have played out and, people, like I said, there's a pattern, right? When people first come into the game, it's, yeah, Drake's the best person ever and he put me on and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden you start to see a distance and then they completely flip. I think that there's no one, like, people don't just, like, turn on you and hate you for no reason. There has to be some type of underlying pattern that people are seeing. And I think it's that Drake takes these guys because he sees, okay, like, all right, this Kendrick guy's coming up. He's kind of sick. All right, let me give him a platform, take him under my wing. But he takes you under his wing, expects you to stay there. I don't think Drake is really uplifting you for you to surpass him. He's not Wayne. He doesn't have the Wayne mentality. Because Wayne took Drake, and we can argue that Drake has surpassed Wayne. You can definitely argue that. Drake is not that type of guy. I personally don't think, and nothing's wrong with that, but I think Drake's the guy who wants to be on top and stay on top. So when there's new names that are coming out that are hot, A$AP Rocky was hot, Kendrick was hot, The Weeknd was hot, I think he's like, yo, listen, join the winning team, like come under my wing, but I'm going to put you in a box. There's a reason why they call it the OVO basement.
Speaking of Wayne, I didn't know until I saw the clip circulating. I didn't know that Wayne confirmed that Drake smashed his girl when he went to jail.
Yeah, in a book.
Hoes gonna be hoes, so I couldn't blame Tammy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah. So that's what I think of Drake. So I think that's what has happened, and no one really said. I think so.
Would you not blame Tammy?
Me?
I would blame Tammy.
Mucho would be okay with
Yeah,
it.
I'd be fine with it.
If you went to prison and you're
Clyde, would you?
I would probably assume
Actually, no.
I'd probably be
I
upset,
take that.
yeah.
I take that back. Wait. That's a little different because that was
Your
his
girl.
girl.
Yeah, I'd be
No,
upset.
no,
But no.
I would've
Didn't
been
they have sex before?
No, it's while he was in
No, he
jail.
said when he was locked
Oh no,
up.
but you're right though. You're
No,
right.
I heard it was before they got. I read an article that was before they got together,
Oh.
and they just never disclosed it.
Yeah.
And then when he went away, it had come up, and Drake was like, "Yeah, by the way, I didn't tell you, but I did end up hitting him." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, what the? That's whack. Like, why would you not disclose that?"
If that's how that makes
That's actually what happened.
That's
Okay.
different. If
Yeah.
that's how it is, then
I'm pretty
that's
sure
not
that's
as
how it
bad.
People
was.
misconstrued the hoes gonna be hoes, so I couldn't blame Tammy line.
Yeah, I think it happened before,
Oh,
but
it
they.
did, yeah.
Yeah, and they just didn't say anything. But then
Okay,
it
that
came
makes
out
sense,
when
yeah.
Wayne was away, and then he obviously, if you're cheesed and away in jail, you're fighting through the glass like, yo, why would you
Yeah.
take your cheese? Now you're thinking about it because you're in Rikers.
Right.
What?
He didn't want to be.
Why,
That's a lot.
why was he in jail again? Was it the gun?
Was it
charge?
gun charge?
He
I
got
think it was
caught with
maybe-
guns
I think
in
it was guns-
2007 in
yeah.
New York. Yeah.
Gun charge
Man.
was
Yeah,
discriminating.
yeah.
That's
Possession.
Speaking of that, did you see Jim Jones fighting that man on
No,
the
we're not
stairs?
getting off. No, stop. You love to do this. Anyways.
So that wasn't a fever dream
So-
when I was half asleep and scrolling when I
No.
woke up. There's a video of that actually
Jim
happening.
Jones
Yes.
in the airport on the escalator fighting two guys.
Oh, I need a live
knocked
reaction
over
to
the
that. I was
old
half
man.
asleep when I saw that
Yeah.
and didn't think it was real.
And he cleaned that nigga up. he
How is
wiped-
this-
he
Holy
that's the
smokes.
definition of wipe the floor with you. Like he wiped the
old
floor.
man
Look at that
fell
man.
to
He
the
flipped
ground.
that
Oh
man.
my
Whoa.
god!
Lord,
The police
have mercy.
came. Jim Jones says they're assaulting me. They was jumping me. What happened?
Were they though?
What happened from the top
Yo,
of that escalator?
it's the guy walking up the escalator to avoid the beef that is killing
and then the
me.
old man that was collateral damage in front of them that's laid out on the
What
floor.
is he doing?
The old
yeah,
man.
the old man that's crawling out.
Yes, he's on the floor. You can hear the video in the video. He's moaning and groaning on the floor. He probably broke a hip
my
or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Anyways,
Yeah.
Capo going slide.
Literally.
what happened from the top of the escalator to the bottom of the escalator? Why now we're fighting?
Do we think Jim Jones is on the no-fly list?
Oh,
I was about to say
Oh,
this is
okay.
the airports,
You're an idiot for sure.
or is he technically out? Like the
I
door
don't
was
know.
right there. They
As
coulda
long
just
as
stepped
you're past security, I think
They
you're
might
fine.
allow him because
Yeah.
I haven't heard that he went to jail.
Yeah, I don't know. But regardless,
Yeah.
anyways, that's how I feel about. Like I said, so many people can't just. I think that Drake has a complex to him where like he wants to stay on top, he wants to be on top, and anyone wants to surpass him, he's putting you in a box. Simple as that.
Yeah, a lot of rappers
Fair,
try
yeah.
though. A lot of
Yeah.
rappers they try to ride waves and stuff. Jay-Z back in the day, T.I. with Young Thug, shit like that. But
But even
to
with-
be able to do it, it's kind of hard. You gotta salute him.
To
But
do
no,
them
The
better
way
than
he
them.
rides every wave and then turns it into his
Yeah,
own,
and he's able to do it.
very difficult.
That is tough.
If
to
I
do.
can do you better
Yeah.
than you, what's
I
the
feel
But
like
my
the
problem?
thing
only
is,
people that could
would
do it
it
is
not
him
be
and Tory.
if you are an
True.
artist that's coming up
Even though I don't like
and
that
you
guy.
think that this oh my god, Drake's like the hottest rapper, blah blah, is putting you on.
You're gonna do it.
You're gonna do it. But once you realize, yo, this nigga's not really giving me the, aren't you gonna move away?
Yeah.
Well, some
Like,
people
come
don't.
on.
Yeah.
Some people don't do it
What do you
because
mean?
remember, Bryson Tiller said that OVO tried to sign him, and he was like,
Right.
nah.
And there are
But I'm
people
saying-
that pride their success off of never having, like Mac Miller has a line in one of his songs where he's like, "I did it all without a Drake feature." Like there are people that
Yeah.
really pride themselves on that too.
Yeah,
right?
which is fair.
Yeah.
Some people say getting a Drake feature is like low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Like
Cheat
you're
code.
automatically just gonna go to
Yep.
number one because you have a Drake feature. I mean, that kind of like it's a Drake stimulus package for a reason.
Yeah.
But I just think that, like, I don't think Drake's the type of guy to help you out that much.
I hate this
Yeah.
feature.
Like he might give you a feature. Yeah, he's gonna bring you on tour. Yeah, with these two little white girls and like, please, he's gonna bring you on tour. He's gonna,
People
give
were
you
mad
a
at
little,
this video too.
I didn't like the video.
I didn't like it either. Give you a little spotlight, and then, but eventually he's like, yo, you can only. He's gonna have you at arm's length when you're thinking he's gonna give you a full ride. No, he's
I
not
just-
doing that.
I think
But
a lot
also-
of these artists is like, can't you just think about it a little bit more pragmatically? Like, both it's mutually beneficial
It is
for
mutually beneficial.
for him to hop on a song with you, maybe ride your little wave, and the rest is up to you.
Right? No, I
Like,
see
what,
that.
like-
But I
Yeah,
don't
like is he
think
supposed to make and define the rest of your career?
I don't
you
think
know?
that's the angle that he's taking, though. I think it's definitely deep, and we will never know. But I think it's deeper than just, oh, he left me out to die. I think Drake
Drake is a
low-key-
vampire. Like, what's he doing?
I think Drake low key be a little slimy.
Mm.
You have to be slimy to be that great. You
Think
to,
so?
to hold the best. First of all, I remember I had a conversation with. This is funny. I was at a party and I had a conversation with a DJ who will not be named, and Future the Prince. And he asked. I remember he asked. He's like, "Yo," he's like, "How old were you when Best I Ever Had came out?" I was 11. Take that in. When Drake's first major hit
Yeah.
came out, I was 11 years old. I am now going to be 28.
Damn.
So think like that longevity, you can't be a little slimy and stiff arm, blah, 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 to remain at the top for that long. You have to be a little, I'm not saying Drake's a bad guy, but you gotta have a little slime to you.
Yeah. I'm
You
sure.
got to. Or you're gonna get played. You can't let every nigga try to come up on you, blah, blah. He's holding how many Billboard awards for, like, you know what I'm saying, putting them on the floor on the what?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Like, come on, it'd be ignorant to think that he's the sweetest guy.
Yeah.
Come on,
It's
this
not
is basic human nature, yo.
Yeah, it's not pure intentions every time, but I think
And I think that pisses niggas off.
yeah.
I think it really does.
If I was an artist, I would just like. I don't think I'd care as much. That's all I'm saying.
But you're not an artist.
I get you. I get what you're saying though.
Mucho.
Yeah.
But you're
Like-
not. I don't think so.
I don't
It
know.
it depends how it goes, cause I'm sure there's people that Drake used to rock with that he's not around now that like don't have an issue with him. Like stuff just kind of faded away amicably.
Yeah, even the Bryson Tiller thing. Like I've seen the Genius interview with him recently. He's like, "Yeah, I almost got a song with him, but it didn't work. But he's still one of my favorite artists. I can't wait to work with him again." Like there's a lot of stories like that.
Things
but
happen. Blueface was supposed to have a song with Drake, and somehow it just never ended up happening.
Tatiana and Drake.
His antics might have played a factor into that.
Roddy
Krishan
Rich?
might have, but
Yeah, I'm giving him benefit of the doubt, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Listen, I'm not saying anything that's bad. Like I said, I don't think Drake is a bad guy, but I think to be as great as he is and to
Yeah.
stay as great as he is, he cannot be the nicest guy.
facts.
And
Or
he's gonna have
someone,
to
or someone has to. If
Any-
it's not him, it might like his team or
Exactly.
someone has to make some.
Yeah.
You're
tough
gonna have to slide
moves.
someone eventually. You're gonna have to maybe do a bit of manipulating here, and there. This guy's getting a little too big. This guy's talking to this person. I don't like
All of
that.
the big guys, they've been accused of like slimy like business.
Of course.
maneuvers, like Jay-Z,
Jay-Z,
Dre, 50.
you can't be.
It's impossible to
Diddy.
ethically be number
can't-
one.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Even remove Drake from it. Anybody at the
Hey,
top,
that's my point. And I'm not saying
Yeah.
this is not personally against Drake.
Yeah, fair
I'm
enough.
just saying
Listen to
people
Kanye
are mad
go
at the
off
way
in
he's
rant
going
about
about it.
You can tell he used to be the one that got to push the buttons and stuff. Like, hey, I need radio. I'm gonna press this, spend this money here, and it just makes him. He's seething, you
'Cause
know.
think about
That to
it.
see Drake do it now, you know.
When
Yeah.
50 Cent was on the come up,
Right.
that interview where Jay-Z goes to everyone in Rock Nation and he says, "You niggas better drop now because 50 Cent is on the way and he's not
Right.
going nowhere. He's going to
nowhere.
fuck this rap game up."
Mhm.
He didn't say, "Yo, someone call 50 Cent, get him on a song, get him on a feature, let's get him on tour." You know what I'm saying? Like, put him as an opener.
Right.
Let him take get him under our wing, and
Okay. He was
that's-
team first.
there's different approaches.
True.
There's different approaches, and I think Drake is 50 Cent's coming. Call that man, get him in the room, get some
Yeah.
OVO gear on the table.
Push back P&D's out.
You know, but put everyone shut up.
shit.
Let me talk to this guy. Let me put him on stage. Let him not think that I'm a good guy.
Right.
That's
But-
Drake's angle. Not everybody know that this nigga's coming and we got a competition. It's let's take him in and
But
play
also,
sweet.
But also, I think Drake is good at, or whoever on his team is good at, that works because Drake's good at identifying waves before they get big.
Mhm.
That's the thing. Drake doesn't necessarily wait till you're big
Yeah.
to start rocking with you. And I think that's why people feel indebted to him, because it's like, yo, I was nobody and Drake rocked with me.
Right,
Like,
right.
I remember the reason I even know about Baby Keem is because of Drake.
Mm.
The interview, I can't remember. I think it might have been
Migos,
Rap
they were
Radar.
pretty not that.
Yeah.
big
It might have
money.
been Rap Radar. They asked Drake.
They were huge in Atlanta, though. That's what I mean. Like they were.
I don't know. We were bumping No Label 1 and 2.
Yeah, they
no,
asked.
that
was-
was after
that was
Versace.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They asked Drake what was
Well,
my
No Label
favorite
2 was
album
after.
of the year. What was his favorite album of the year? And he said Baby Keem, Die For My Bitch. And I listened to that because of that.
Mm.
And that was a long. That was Scorpion times.
Even
Scorpion times.
Yeah, that
even
was
how
Wow.
hot Kendrick
Scorpion.
was when he got put on Club Paradise.
He wasn't that big. He wasn't
Even
that big.
Cash Cobain. Cash Cobain's booming with For Sure right now.
Mhm.
Cash Cobain wrote "Calling for You,"
Yeah.
Mm.
and when you hear that, you hear
great-
Cash Cobain
Great
on
year
it.
for talent.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think
and he
sometimes
had them in the
we downplay
video.
that,
He
yeah.
had them in the video for whatever that song was. The Jersey one from Honestly Nevermind. They were
Sticky
he was in the video.
or Massive. Sticky.
I think it was Sticky.
Sticky. Yeah.
Interesting.
I could be wrong, but I think he was in the video.
I don't know, man. A lot to unpack, but we'll see. If Yachty turns on him, then we know something's wrong.
Like
I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Yachty,
Yachty's good,
Yachty
21
said
we
he's his
never thought
brother.
Future was gonna turn on him. Him and
Nah,
Future.
I could have predicted that.
No,
Future-
I did not.
I
What?
could see that because Future is such an entity on his own
Yeah.
that Future seems like the type of guy where like he doesn't need anyone. Like Future can cut you no matter what.
And
Future
did
does not seem like that type of guy that needs.
And didn't we
people.
talk about how they've been rocky since Tony Montana? Didn't we talk about that?
They've had
2110?
multiple problems.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
2110?
Tony
No,
Montana?
Tony Montana.
Tony Montana.
He didn't show up for that video, so he was
Yeah,
mad. And
he's been
then
rocky since.
Future said that he had better love songs than Drake, and Drake took him off his tour for like a week, and then he apologized and brought him back on.
They asked him what he thought about What a Time to Be Alive. He said it didn't happen. It never happened. Remember
Yeah,
that?
I remember he
Yeah.
said that. Yeah.
What? He said it never happened?
Yeah.
This is also dumb to me.
There's been
because
smoke. There's been smoke. So I wasn't.
I guess it's dumb though, because my thing is, you guys were like trying to portray yourself as Bati and Bench.
Yeah,
A whole
Eskimo
joint
Brothers.
album, mad features on Future's album, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, to me, that's whacked for if there was like,
What
Thin
I'm
Smoke.
interested in is 21 Savage has said nothing. He didn't pick a side on anything. Jadeon was on live with 21 Savage. Jadeon.
Classic,
Oh.
man.
No.
That's
that was
Jadeon.
Jadena.
Jadeon, the
That was
Oh, the YouTuber.
a
yeah, yeah.
millennial answer right
Oh
there.
man, that's wild.
Yeah,
Okay.
The YouTuber.
Yeah.
these kids today have no idea who Jadena is.
Yeah, they
for
don't.
sure.
No.
Fuck Jadena, yo.
Whoa. Why?
I just don't
What
like him.
Jadena do to you?
Yeah, what did
How do you go from classic man to the world's biggest African?
He's probably
like,
just-
like, get the fuck out of here.
Jadena somewhere at
That was a
home.
little
He
with his
went from
perm
like a
chilling.
ginger perm to like an afro, and all of a sudden he realizes that
Yeah.
he's black and like everybody's African. Like, what the fuck?
he became wild African?
Go put
out
your
of
suit
nowhere.
on, yo. Shut up.
He's
Anyways.
like me. Go ahead.
What were you saying? Yeah, go ahead.
What was I saying?
Gideon on the live.
Oh yeah,
with-
Gideon was on the live with 21 Savage. They were just chatting back and forth. And before he left, in Gideon fashion, Gideon's like, "Yo, he said something like, yo, can we hang out next week, Crody?" And Savage was like, "Huh? What'd you say?" And he started to say it again. He just took him off the live.
Oh my god.
Savage.
So
moves
Savage is trying to
correctly.
stay
Yeah.
out of it.
And if I'm Savage, I'm staying out of it too because I just got in your country. Like
Yeah.
you, like I just got good to travel.
But also,
He came to Canada?
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
wow.
here. For
I
the
will
time,
say
yeah.
though, I feel like 21 Savage is in a good position because I feel like if someone who wasn't Savage that is close to Drake, and I'm speculating, if someone that wasn't Savage that's close to Drake wasn't writing for Drake, I feel like people would look at him a type of way or they would press him. But you
Mm.
can't press 21 Savage. So I think you kind of just have to.
I used to
allow
be
it.
scared of that nigga, yo.
21.
He was
Like,
a.
when he
How he
first
came
started,
out,
I
but
was
that-
like, yo,
but that
this
was his
nigga's
image.
Scary looking.
He was yeah.
But that was
Yeah.
his image. They portrayed him as this scary guy with the tattoo in the middle of his head who would
Yeah,
shoot you.
right.
I'll never forget the first time I heard I fucked
Red
her, made her
Ops?
put a no. What did he say? I
Hit
fucked her,
with
made
no
her eat a
condom,
Plan
had to-
B.
Hit her with no condom, had to
Make
make her eat a plan.
I'll never
Yeah,
forget the
that's
first
fucking
time I heard
on
that
the
bar, and I
show,
thought this
ain't
man
I?
was demonic. Like I,
And I was fucking
Red Ops. That was like 21 Savage.
to put a button in the Kendrick Drake thing, like you kind of brought up earlier. What now?
Right. And you also got to say who you think.
Yeah,
And
and
who's
we
winning?
never
We
decided.
never
Okay,
did.
yeah, I
I'm
guess we
gonna
get it.
say it might sound like a cop out. I can't decide. Different people won in different categories. It's too close to say. It's a photo finish.
I'm
You
like,
can't
okay, yeah.
decide.
I think it's even too.
You can't decide.
All right.
I
I
can't
have an answer.
I can't unbiasedly decide.
True.
Everyone-
Nobody can.
Everyone, I will go on a hill. I will go on this hill, and as a hot take, I will say everyone who unanimously can decide who won had their bias already.
For sure.
That's not true because if I'm looking at it from a very like strategic, how they're responding, what they're coming back with, I'm going with Kendrick.
But this is what I'm saying. It's subjective because it matters what you as a person
Yeah,
value
view
in
it
a
as.
beef. It's like, because I will agree. I will say, I think overall, I think Drake had more of like a higher, in terms of songs. Like I think
Drake's put out
I think
sicker
Drake
music
had
for sure.
better songs. I think Kendrick had better disses in his songs. I think Drake had the best diss song. I think Kendrick had the best song. So it's like, what what you care about.
Saying Drake scored the most points, but
But I don't know. I don't know.
The thing is,
You
listen,
can say
lower
it's
average.
like
to me, I think it's about the level of impact and the moves that you're making, and I think Kendrick is outplaying Drake in that. The level of impact when family or when Meet the Grand, whether the song was better, the impact that had, Drake didn't have. Y'all said y'all wanted a bop, he gave you a bop. The impact that had, Drake didn't have yet.
But the lies,
disses on Euphoria that he had, I think were spectacular. You know what I'm saying?
but the lies are a big part that
For
we
sure.
And they're
can't.
all
But they're all
unverifiable.
on, and they're
That's what I'm
it's on
saying.
both sides.
But that's a big thing because everyone was waiting for these nukes, and they dropped the nukes, and no one can verify the nukes. The reason why Pusha T stuff worked is because it was true.
It was very
and we
true.
found out it
And
was
there's
true.
a kid with it.
So and now these are just like alleged things that are in the air that make a big impact on this beef that we'll never know, or at least we don't know of right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Mucha, how do you score it?
So I think you got to define what winning a beef means,
This
right?
is what I said.
So, yeah, right. So my definition of winning a beef is swaying public perception to the point where they think you won the beef.
Kendrick did that then.
Kendrick got the battle.
The
I would
cape is
say-
off.
Okay, I would say
Mucho stepping out the Drake cake.
And the thing is, too,
did.
this is what people thought about Nas when Ether came
There you
out,
go.
right? People say that Nas won the battle, you know? Like,
did. He
there
won the
was,
battle.
you know, Super Ugly came out. People didn't like Super Ugly. Jay-Z's mom had to call into the Hot 97 after, and it was kind of like, oh, okay, you're not. But then years later, we get Blueprint 2 and all these things. He signs Nas to Def Jam, and it's like, okay, he won the war. So a day or two after the last diss track just dropped, it is kind of difficult to say. But if that's the way you score it and that's the way you define it, then
Now, who do I?
public perception, then yeah.
Yes. Now, who do I prefer throughout the past 2 weeks or so?
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What?
That's fair.
What have
You
we
can-
been listening to?
You
Yeah.
can still prefer Drake and acknowledge that Kendrick won.
Yeah.
That's that. Like I think two things can definitely be true. Because I've never listened to this much Kendrick since Good Kid, Mad City.
I listen to a lot of Kendrick.
Me
I've
too.
listened,
I
to,
don't
I've
really.
listened to every album and mixtape he's ever made. in my,
Oh, maybe Damn. I listened to a bit.
He just lost me with Mr. Morale. But before that, I was listening to
Yeah.
everything Kendrick's ever dropped. I like the Baby Keem stuff too. Like it sounds like I'm a Kendrick hater just because I'm a Drake fan, but
I scored it kind of like a rap battle. Like sometimes in rap, like URL Smack, like King, like that. A lot of times you get 3 rounds, right? And then there used to be judges, and it was kind of like a crowd reaction thing. Now, when you get a rap battle and you get 2 guys, and maybe it's a highly coveted one, you get 2 heavy hitters. Like if they both black out for 3 rounds, and it's very difficult to kind of like, that's called like a classic, right? I think we just witnessed a classic battle.
yeah.
Maybe in the 3rd round, somebody stumbles or stutters or like forgets one line or something like that. And that is the only sort of chink in the armor that you can sort of point to. I gotta feel like it's that. Like with the whole how Meet the Grams happened and giving the bop, I think there's a slight edge you kind of have to say to Kendrick.
That's it. When he dropped
Any
that
battle
fucking,
rap fans, this is Disaster versus Pat
That's-
Stay. This is
yeah.
JC
Yeah.
versus B Magic. It is classic, bumping heads all the way through, and there's maybe one thing you could point at and be like, okay, he did do this. So classic battle. I enjoyed Drake's songs more. But if that's how you define it in swaying public perception, then you gotta kind of yeah.
I would say Kendrick won the public. Kendrick won the public over.
He could still win wars though. Like I don't know, there could be
But-
more songs. This could be round 1 even.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know,
So
but Drake
do
said
we
he's
think-
done.
He should
Yeah.
he should stop.
Drake
bro.
said he's done.
But my thing is, if
he said
I'm,
he's going on vacation.
I'd love for both of them to stop.
Yeah.
I don't know, because if I'm Kendrick and the whole like molesting thing, I'm like, man, like I don't know, because he could just play like, yo, Drake, yours too. That's not what my song meant. You're an idiot. He can play that too. Like you're dumb. You have no comprehension.
Kendrick may also not look as cool if he continues to double down on some of these things that he's alleging about Drake.
I don't
too,
think
right?
Kendrick's gonna make another song unless Drake makes another song.
We'll see. We've
I
been
don't
wrong.
see it. I don't see it.
And I also to you know the what now and everything. We are clearly never ever gonna get some sort of piece of it. There is not gonna be a song to
No.
come out of this.
No.
There won't be a tour to come out of
No
this.
more piece of
There
it.
won't be a moment on stage where these two, you know, and Drake does the thing where he, you know, like he brings people out and stuff. There won't be any type of. So I think the only thing we may be able to get one day is a documentary, and it'll be great.
But also now, like this shooting stuff makes it
Oh,
even worse
man,
because
yeah.
It's not
even if-
fun.
Even if it's not tied to anything at all, the narratives can tie it to that, and now like the fan bases are running with that. If you see it online, people are saying, "See, Kendrick put his address on the internet."
His
even
address
though
has
you
been
could've-
on the
You
internet.
could literally
Kanye
just
did that first.
do that, but Kendrick fans are going a certain way. The thing that I don't like the most is like mainstream media is tying it together now. They're
That
tying
global news report where
like,
they're like where they're insinuating it was Kendrick this morning. I'm
That's
like,
insane.
oh,
New York
yeah.
Times were like, we crowned Kendrick the victor of the beef.
I mean,
Like,
for everyone who
it's-
doesn't
No,
know,
no,
there
for the
was a
shooting.
shooting.
Oh.
Yeah, people who don't know, there was a shooting outside
relation
of
to the
Drake's
shooting,
house
yeah.
today. And I think it was confirmed that one of Drake's security guards was shot.
yeah, they
Still-
never
Shots,
said.
yeah.
Yeah, we still don't know what.
We don't
happened
know
to
what
him.
happened. Apparently, they said it was a drive-by, and one of the security guards was shot outside of Drake. That's all we
Non-fatal,
know.
though,
Non-fatal, no,
Yeah, so
which is a good thing.
and I don't like that now. Like hip hop already has a bad rap in the media. Now people are gonna say, you see these big artists are beefing and people are shooting each other and
And I'm not gonna
like,
lie,
it's
where
it
Drake
looks
lives,
bad.
Yo, you cannot be shooting out
For
there.
someone to get shot,
Yeah.
and
That is
right
nuts,
on the path,
guys.
holy
If
crazy.
anyone doesn't know, Drake lives in the richest area in Toronto. Like,
Yeah.
it is so damn rich. Like, the
His-
mansions on that block are nuts outside of Drake. They don't want no smoke on that
Yeah,
street,
so
Drake
I
or
know
not.
Whoever lives on that street, whatever politicians and judges they know
Exactly.
that, this is
It's
not gonna,
West, not
there's
a good
not
look.
going to be a party at the OVO Mansion for a
For
long
a
time.
minute,
If we can't go to Drake's house, and where can we go?
Yo, chill
I saw
out.
that.
Chill out.
There's not going to be a
just
party
for
there.
reference, Zoe's not saying that.
No,
for
I'm
real.
joking.
Okay.
You guys don't know the meme?
Yes.
Oh, me and my homegirls, if we can't go to
Oh
Drake's house,
wait, I'm not. I don't know about the reference.
like the what's it called, the
It's a
Belos
meme.
Noches, when
If
we can't go to
Bella
Belos Noches,
Noches-
they're like, me and my homegirls are mad because if you, then where can we go?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what
I
the
didn't need to defend for you.
So
There.
I
That's
don't think
crazy.
I don't think there's gonna be any parties at Drake's house for a long time. But you know what? It might just be the end of an era.
We're not honestly. It's funny because people were going to Drake's house for parties because like EFS was getting shot up and there was like a
For
Juliet.
safety.
People were like, "Well, Drake's house is the only place we're safe." And not to say it's not safe, but hey,
Drake's got to up the security now at his crib.
I hope
They're
nothing
probably
else
gonna
stems
make
out from
him
this.
up the security.
Yeah, for sure they will.
I mean,
I'm sure
there's
Drake
The
got
HOA is gonna be on his nyash.
the what?
The HOA, the
Homeowners
homeowners association.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I
They're
also, but I
on
think
him.
Drake has also Toronto PD in his
Yeah,
pocket,
he has
so
power for sure.
I don't think. Hopefully, nothing else comes from this, and also we'll see what happens in the next week. I'm tired though. I hope
Yeah, I hope it's over.
we can go back to talking about NBA and shit. We spent like an hour and a half on this damn
Hour and a
topic.
half.
We spent we spent
Spent
about 2
and
hours on it.
24 minutes.
No, we started off. Before,
There's a clock right here.
yeah, I'm saying, but the full 2 hours was not Drake.
I think we started talking about Drake at the 42-minute mark,
Okay.
and it is 2 hours and 24 minutes.
There we go.
All right, so let's wrap it up.
Empty the clip.
Yeah, we even know more to say on the topic.
Yeah, I mean, J. Cole's gonna drop the fall off at some point, so
Thank God to J. Cole. J. Cole,
looking forward to that.
all
Smart
respect
move.
to you, man. Because before we wrap up, this wasn't. I don't think any of this would have been in J. Cole's nature, and I think J. Cole
He
got
wouldn't have done
skeletons.
it.
He don't want no smoke because we all know J. Cole's a cheater.
He said, "I don't want my white
Oh.
mom being talked about."
Exactly. We know J. Cole's a cheater, and J.
How do
Cole's
we
probably
know that?
He's said
Kevin's
it.
heart.
Are you
Did he?
kidding me?
Yeah,
He has a whole song about it.
He has like multiple
You don't
songs
listen
about
to that
it.
nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't listen
I
to
didn't
Cole.
hear that. I didn't
He
hear
talks
those
about
songs.
infidel, like him being unfaithful
That
all
whole
the
song,
time.
Kevin's Heart, and he's got Kevin
But if
Hart
he's
in the
talked
video.
about it, then how?
Because I think it's deeper than him. Just I fucked a couple bitches. I think it's deeper. There's a reason why J. Cole's not famous and rides a bike with like.
Or
those
he knew
uneven
whatever
dreads.
it is that we don't know about J. Cole, and he didn't want that. put
You
in the
think J.
song.
Cole's just running like riding around in uneven
Yeah,
dreads?
he's
and-
on his Andre 3000 vibe.
Nah, he's trying to protect his image.
Yeah, you
Because
got
I
So,
think J. Cole's
he's
done
riding
some-
a bike.
I think J. Cole has some things that he kept on the low, and everyone's okay with it, and he
I
don't
don't
want no one
know.
pulling up nothing. I think so.
I
Everyone
don't
got
know.
something, especially in that
I like
industry.
that narrative. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's what I'm
Hell
saying.
yeah.
Do you think that
Oh my
every?
God.
Do you think that everybody has something?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
I don't know if I agree with
You
that.
don't?
Two of us can keep a secret if one of us is dead. Absolutely, someone
God
has.
damn.
Everyone has.
Everybody has things that they wouldn't want coming out like in the public, but I don't think everyone has like detrimental character
in that
flying
industry.
information.
Absolutely.
I don't think so because there
All right,
are
man.
like there are a lot of bad people, but there are good people in
I'm not
every
saying
industry.
J. Cole's a bad person. I think that he has things that he would not want to be brought into the limelight, and that's completely fine.
but I could catch syphilis and not want that in the limelight. That's different than me being a PDF file.
I don't understand what you're saying. That's not different. I'm saying I don't think J. Cole.
There's levels.
Yes,
Yeah.
J. Cole doesn't want, regardless if it's bad or not, there's certain things that he doesn't want brought
It's
to
too
the
bad for
forefront.
him.
Why? Like, doesn't make him a bad person. Even
Yes.
if it's syphilis or whatever, he doesn't want people to know.
But so that's what I'm getting to. Like, do you think there's a level where like if it comes out, it sucks, but you don't care? Or are you saying everyone has something where it's like this is career ending?
I wouldn't say career ending, but I think it's like I just don't want this
Yeah.
this will make me uncomfortable, and I don't like this, and I don't want this out. Everyone has that.
J. Cole weighed
Everyone
the cost
has that.
benefit.
It doesn't
and
have to
wasn't
be
bad.
Predator level or PDF file level, but this is not a public thing that I want people to know. Everyone has that, especially on that level. What? That's once again, this is just human nature. And it can be small to you, like, oh, why do you care? But I don't think people
Okay,
will.
I could agree. Yeah, some random girl could have a peace picture of J. Cole and he doesn't want it to drop and someone leaks it.
Right?
So
Puts
that
it
can
as
be
their
that.
puts it as their picture.
Yeah, or his dreads are fake. We don't know.
He's on a Fetty Wap.
Anyways, y'all, guys, thank you for listening to episode 17. We'll be back next week.
Oh,
Hopefully
is
there's
that
no
a
more- Is that a chipmunk?
No, it was a cricket.
Oh, hoping there's no more beef no more. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I'm tired of the
Lord of mercy.